Welcome in, everybody. Hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. So thank you for being here. Tonight we're going to talk about frequencies and all kinds of different rabbit holes with frequencies and how they affect a person's mind and body. So let's bring up our panel members. You guys know them. You guys love them. Say hi to everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
Yay!
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 This ought to be a good one tonight, guys. Seriously.
It's trippy. It's trippy.
I'll be honest. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I am definitely interested.
Well, that's a shocker, Chad.
I am having a few technical issues, so I may be a little slow today too. So
must be those frequencies.
Yeah, I was listening to that pole vault music. I don't know.
Hey, man, that'll make it go faster. If you need to upgrade your system, just hook up to the pole vault stuff. I just now got out of meetings. So I'm kind of out there. Had a meeting today over at the
ants.
The Ant Hotel executives. They've really been hardballing me and stuff. You know, They're like, I need to get some other acts in there. I was like, I thought it was the house band and shit, you know?
Yeah,
They're
they,
like,
they
yeah,
don't
well-
want you to play anymore, I think.
Yeah, that's
Maybe it seems they may still be blaming you for the fire
Well-
at the last location.
Yeah, seriously, pole vault, your music's just too hot, man. It's too hot.
dude, I got rid of Va Va Boom. You know what else they want? And I mean, this is not a good year to be getting rid of him. I mean, you know what's going on at the firecracker stands? Well, we got the first of the year coming up, so there's that.
New Year's, indeed.
Hey, all my firework stands around me are closed because State Line Living requires special licensing to be open at New Year's.
What?
Oh, yeah, it costs extra money to be open for New Year's Eve instead of just being open on 4th of July.
That is crazy.
It's so stupid.
Crazy talk. I don't even know if Va Va Voom's going to let me come around to the back of the stand anymore to get the M80s.
Just to let you guys know in chat that this will be an open panel discussion. So if you guys have questions or if you want to come up, you are welcome to come up as well. I figured normally what I try to do is start the show with figuring out what exactly the definition of a frequency is. And I'll give you guys the link to these articles that I'll be showing you tonight, of course. This one comes from Britannica.com. And fortunately for me, I don't even have to read this one. This one comes with a reader on it. So let's listen in real quick.
Frequency. Frequency, in physics, the number of waves that pass a fixed point in unit time. Also, the number of cycles or vibrations undergone during 1 unit of time by a body in periodic motion. A body in periodic motion is said to have undergone 1 cycle or 1 vibration after passing through a series of events or positions and returning to its original state. See also angular velocity, simple harmonic motion. If the period, or time interval, required to complete 1 cycle or vibration is 1/2 second, the frequency is 2 per second. If the period is 1/100th of an hour, the frequency is 100 per hour. In general, the frequency is the reciprocal of the period, or time interval, i.e., frequency equals 1, period equals 1, time interval. The frequency with which the moon revolves around Earth is slightly more than 12 cycles per year. The frequency of the A string of a violin is 440 vibrations or cycles per second. The symbols most often used for frequency are F and the Greek letters nu, and omega, omega. Nu is used more often when specifying electromagnetic waves, such as light, X-rays, and gamma rays. Omega is usually used to describe the angular frequency, that is, how much an object rotates or revolves in radians per unit time. Usually, frequency is expressed in the Hertz unit, named in honor of the 19th-century German physicist Heinrich Rudolf Hertz, 1 Hertz being equal to 1 cycle per second, abbreviated Hz, 1 kilohertz, kHz, as 1000 Hertz, and 1 megahertz, MHz, as 1 million Hertz. In spectroscopy, another unit of frequency, the wave number, the number of waves in a unit of distance, is sometimes used.
I, for one, didn't understand a whole lot of that.
I thought like a million hertz when you fell down the stairs.
Out of all that, I did get that in physics, frequency is the number of waves that pass a fixed point in unit time. Also, the number of cycles or vibrations undergone during 1 unit of time.
Right, but
Nope.
everything has its own resonant frequency. You know, everything from, the dirt underneath your feet to the planet to yourself. Everything has its own resonant frequency, and it's just sort of a matter of figuring out how to either see it, hear it, feel it, however you want to experience it, I guess, so to speak. And music is an absolute beautiful representation of what you can do with frequencies.
This one article here comes from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. I'll give you guys a link for this one. It says radio frequencies, and that's usually what we deal with in the music. You know. Any of the electromagnetic wave frequencies that lie in the range extending from below 3 kilohertz to about 300 gigahertz, and that include the frequencies used for communication signals as radio, television broadcasting, and cell phone and satellite transmission or radar signals. Here's a bunch of abbreviation for different radio frequencies. The only one I really recognize is UHF and VHF. ELF, extremely low frequency, never heard of that. But so we're used to VHF and UHF, very high frequency and ultra high frequency. SHF and EHF, extremely high frequency. I'm curious about what that may be.
My favorite is the ELO.
I thought you were going to say MF was your favorite.
Nah, BTO.
No, that's my favorite song.
That would be some TCB.
TLC.
Play get acronym games with a sailor. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's because I like the BLT.
Damn, there's a lot of
Not a fan of
Just
the
be careful you don't end up DOA.
development
Speaking
of a
of
void.
DOA, I saw you. Yeah.
But you know, DOA is better than DRT.
Well, you called and the devil shall appear.
Speaking of DOA, hello, how you guys doing?
Yay.
Oh my, the devil did appear.
Hello,
Oh,
hello, hello. How you guys doing, Clay, Chad, Cobalt,
Good,
Good,
DJ?
good.
doing
Happy
good.
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving frequencies.
It was a good one. We had food and stuff.
Oh man, you're
Still
lucky.
having food and stuff.
I still haven't had Thanksgiving food. I couldn't see my family because I was fucking sick. I was trying to be the good guy.
Didn't they see your thankful thing, man? Damn.
My family?
Yeah. You know, you're thankful for food, man. It would.
Yeah. That was ironic. I was thankful for food and I didn't get no food. That's how thankful I am. That's how much of a good person I am.
I'm glad Con helped me figure that out. ELF is what Santa uses.
Mhm.
That's that one. Elfin low frequency. I turned up my main, so maybe that'll be a little bit better. I turned up my main volume on my mixer. So.
Groovy.
And it's funny that chart that you brought up for the ELF has it at 3 kilohertz and below. Well, you know, the stuff that the murder machines, the wind-powered murder machines, those are the ones that produce the infrasounds. You know, the stuff that's down in, you know, the single-digit hertz range.
And I think our planet is at 8.
Okay, what does that mean? Because I hear all the time that everything's a frequency. Well, that doesn't help. That doesn't help me understand what a frequency
Well,
is. if
it
everything's
makes
a
a
frequency.
sound. Earth, if you were on another planet and you listen to the sound coming from Earth, it would be an 8 frequency sound. The planets are actually making sounds, and like the 528 hertz is the sound of the sun and Saturn, which is also a hertz that they use to help healing and in DNA structure right now.
You're saying that planets have a resonance. Like,
Yes.
The planet is humming right now,
Yes.
like a bell. Okay. And that's like for real, or that's
Yes.
For
And
real.
conspiracy. Oh,
and
okay.
some of the
That was real.
and that's why a bunch of people say that the 432 hertz is
yeah.
a thing of the Earth because it's a multiplication of the 8, and that's why the pyramids are at 432.
Oh, that's interesting.
and we used to be on a musical scale of 432, and not until 1939 did they change it to 440.
Okay.
And that was the Rockefeller Foundation that changed what we know to be musical frequencies now to 440.
So they changed it from what would be considered an angelic number to a satanic number.
Exactly.
Uh,
So Void is right on.
Hey, before we get too deep into this, we do have 20 people watching. Just so you guys know, we are streaming on, of course, Conspiracy Music, streaming on Chad Freeman, Pole Vaults, and DJ Niner Blues channel as well. So we do have some people in the house. We should say hi to Princess OPD. Good to see you. The real Justine Casper. Good to
El
see you.
Dome.
I'm sure
Camilla,
Kurt Kasprick is not far behind.
Sunshine.
Dom Torgrosa.
Who's Camilla? Oh, you mean
Curiosity
Camellia.
Corner. Yeah, yeah.
Secret Legacy. It says his cousin in Finland has a university degree in sound, and he has said that everything and every sound has a frequency.
Is there a sound that doesn't have a frequency?
Lady Tanya Alexis, good to see you.
Well, they're also saying the 528
Pookie
hertz
Ann?
is also a color in the light spectrum and a sound. So the color and the sound
Colors
are-
have frequency, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the frequency is actually a color and a sound.
So hold on.
528 is like a really crazy number.
There's one thing I don't
Curiosity
understand. What you said earlier, that the frequency was changed to 440. You're talking about the A notes.
Yes.
Right.
The tuning
So-
of music.
Right. So, but it's only the A notes itself that is 440. You can't have an E note in 440.
Right. Well,
So what
and
does
they're
that mean
saying-
when you mean they changed the frequency? Because
Because
you
of
can't
what I'm
change a
saying,
frequency.
Originally, when they
Yeah.
when you would tune for music,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
would tune off of the A note.
Right,
At
right.
that particular time, the A note was 432 hertz, kilohertz at that
Right.
particular time. So, and then for your tuning for the rest of your scale, it would go from there in each
I understand
direction,
that.
octave up and down.
I understand that.
And they went and changed that. They changed the A scale from 432 hertz to 440 hertz. Meaning
So it got
they're
sharper.
leaning it
Everything
more
got
towards
got a little bit sharper.
satanic type of energy instead of having a angelic type of energy permeating the world through music.
Well, you
Because
got to play
music is
heavy
universal.
metal with satanic frequencies, otherwise it wouldn't be heavy metal.
Well, this will be interesting to you, Avoid. There's a frequency for 741, and it's called the Devil's Interval, and it is an F sharp. And they say if that is played with the 528 hertz, that it will make you ill and possibly kill you after long exposure.
Don't say that like it's a bad thing. This is heavy metal, baby.
Yeah. But I thought that was weird, especially since we had that one embassy where people were being affected by this low sound. I don't know if you remember that.
The brown
They
note.
were saying that they were using sound as a weapon.
That's what I was about to
Interesting.
say. If that was true, there would be a weapon right now that
It
could
is a
obliterate.
weapon right
There
now.
already is.
Oh, well, where can I get one?
So, but Povok, going back to the planets, with the sounds that the planets make,
right.
now I understand when people tell me that Povok sounds like Uranus.
Damn.
I get what that statement's about.
It
Uh-oh.
sounds like my anus, not your anus.
Oh.
But I mean, it's kind of weird that the sun and Saturn like emit the 528, and they use that for like healing and DNA structuring in humans right now. They also use the 432 for lowering blood pressure.
You know, I know the Indians, they tend to go like
Right, and
Is that
that's
a
what that
specific
is.
frequency
That's
too?
what that is.
Yeah.
That's what that is. They were talking about the chants and the ancient Egyptian instruments that they have found. They've replicated the sound out of them, and they're based on the 432 frequency.
You know, I heard that. I think we've all heard this, that the Egyptians, one theory or hypothesis they have how they raised those stones was through sound.
Right.
Specific. Well,
Right.
you would imagine we would have found that sound by now because I mean we know every single pitch that can possibly exist. Do you think it's a combination of something we
or
just
in
haven't?
1932, they would have came out and said, "Hey, this is the sound y'all deal with," and they said, some sounds are bad, some sounds are good for you.
Yeah.
And they were like, the 432 was a little bit better for your health, I think.
Now, I'm not going
That's
to
interesting.
read this whole article because it's fucking huge, but I'll give you guys a link. It comes from a channel called Global News. But there's some pretty interesting shit here. It says, if musical performances were to sound the same the world over, some standardization was required. As early as 1885, the Music Commission of the Italian government declared that all instruments and orchestras should use a tuning fork that vibrated to 440 hertz, which was different from the original standard of 435 hertz and the competing 432 hertz used in France. In 1917, the American Federation of Musicians endorsed the Italians, followed by their further push for the 440 hertz in the 1940s. Excuse me. In 1953, a worldwide agreement was signed. Signatories declared that middle A on the piano be forevermore tuned to exactly 440 hertz. This frequency became the standard ISO 16 reference for tuning all musical instruments based on the chromatic scale, the one most often used for music in the West. All other notes are tuned in standard mathematical ratios leading to and from 440 hertz. This tone standard is now universally accepted, which is why a piano in Toronto sounds exactly the same as a piano in China. Weirdly, no one can say for sure why this frequency was chosen in the first place. In fact, there are those among us who vehemently disagree with this standard. In fact, they consider 440 hertz, or middle A, to be an abomination against nature. Adherents to the theory claim that a more natural frequency for the middle A is 438 hertz. Others believe that the correct middle A is 432 hertz, also known as Verdi's A, because it has a pure tone of math fundamental to nature and is mathematically consistent with the patterns of the universe, vibrating with the pi and the golden ratio. They point to how this pitch can be connected to everything from nautilus shells to the works of the ancients, including constructions of the Great Pyramids. I'm almost done here. Furthermore, 432 hertz resonates with 8 hertz, the Schumann resonance, the documented fundamental electromagnetic beat of Earth. It just feels better. Researchers say that music tuned from this frequency is easier to listen to, brighter, clearer, and contains more inherent dynamic range. As a result, music with this tuning need not be played at higher volumes, or thus reduces the risk of hearing damage. The more radical among middle A haters insist that the true frequency should be 528 hertz because it's a digital bioholographic precipitation, crystallization, and miraculous manifestation of driving frequency vibrations. I have no idea what that means either.
Oh, I do.
Here's where the conspiracy comes in. There are allegedly something sinister and evil about 440 hertz. It is said that the Rockefeller Foundation had an interest in making sure the United States adopted the 440 hertz standard in 1935 as part of the War on Consciousness, leading to musical cult control. Without going too far down this rabbit hole, the theory says that tuning all music to 440 hertz turns it into a military weapon. And I think I'll just stop right there. But I'll give you guys a link if you guys want to read further, because it's a pretty long article. But that's pretty interesting.
It's crazy.
That covered a lot of stuff we were talking about.
Yeah.
Right there. That was a good article.
And, I've said it before, none of my instruments are in tune. So, what I do is I start with whatever I think the top string should sound like. Then I tune across from that.
Part of the Eddie Van Halen School of Music.
Yeah.
That gets your guitar in tune.
Did he really do that?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, anyways, I that's pretty cool. So I'm not going. I may or may not partake in some things, But like I was explaining to Clay, when I make my music, I do what makes me feel what that tone that I hit in my head, where it actually like makes me feel funny. And I have like 2 yoga places now that say they play some of my songs and say that it hits them in their throat and heart chakra.
Mhm.
But whatever that means. But
Some people are sensitive to that.
well, and I don't you
Well,
feel
what do you
that
mean?
sometimes?
What the fuck do you mean you don't know what that means? You're like, it makes me feel funny.
Sometimes.
It's resonating with you. It's connecting you to the greater living universe.
Some songs like
So,
give you
there
those
you go,
goosebumps.
bro.
Right. Like, I listen to Pink Floyd. I want to like, lay back in my chair and just like float. And then I listen to Pantera and I want to punch somebody in the face. And I can be at neutral when I hear either one of them, and that music can affect my mood and, and my mind.
I do want to say happy birthday, Pookie. She just got you a bunch of memberships right now.
Oh, happy birthday, Pookie. You say it's your birthday. Do. How's that? It's a boy's birthday too. Yeah.
I'm glad. When did you start getting memberships?
Huh?
When did you start having memberships?
It's been about a week or two, but it's been kind of freaky.
Cool, man.
I was like YouTube's asking me for like copies of my driver's license and stuff, like to send me money. They say to send me money. I think they're really just going to come kick my door.
Well, yeah, to set up your AdSense.
Yeah.
They sent me, I think, 16 cents to my fucking account, and I had to like verify the 16 cents in order to fucking.
Well, they told me that
I'd
broke, like they weren't going to send me anything until I broke over $100.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's every month. Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, we're sending you money. We're sending you freaking money. Do this. And I'm like, this looks complicated.
Yeah, it kind of is. But yeah, if you don't hit that $100, it just rolls over to the next month. So if you made like $99,
is that what's going on, Clay? I broke the 100, but I still haven't gotten anything.
You'll get paid next month. So it goes month by month. So like the month of November, you'll get paid in December between the 21st and the 26th.
Okay. Because right here it says
and then December you'll get paid in January sometime between the 21st and the 26th.
I see this thing that says no actions needed right now.
Yep.
I haven't given them my bank information. I did everything, but they haven't asked me for like where they're going to ship that money or whatever.
Well, first they asked for
your
W-9
or
something.
Once that first payment threshold is met, which you'll make like next month, you'll get an email where you'll have to go in and verify your bank information. Cool. And what they'll do is they'll deposit like 7 fucking cents or something like that, some crazy weird low cent into your account to verify that your account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's.
Go take it. It's just taking forever. Like what the hell? I broke the threshold like maybe 3 weeks ago, and it's still nothing.
Yeah, when they're ready for the next payout, then it'll probably pop up on your earned screen.
Cool, thank you.
Or somewhere you'll or you'll get an email.
But did you have to send them a W-9 or something, or?
You fill out
Yeah, I did my taxes.
Yeah, you.
I gave them my whatever they needed from me tax wise.
Oh.
Question for you, Pole Vault. You were talking about Pantera making you want to punch somebody. Is that what you and the professor listened to when you went to go see Carl?
Look, I don't know anything. I already told you I don't know anything about that, Chad.
Okay.
Carl had a lot of enemies. I mean, has a lot of enemies.
Had
a lot of enemies, Pole Vault?
A lot of enemies.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the professor calls in today because I'm sure he's going to be very informative on frequencies, seeing us out.
I haven't seen the professor.
Assuming he's keeping his memory. He has a lot of memory loss lately, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Hey, 8 Grace, good to see you.
I have noticed Pole Vault knows a lot about the frequencies, and it seems like
NY Deb.
Professor's rubbing off on him.
It's in the beard.
I think anybody that plays guitar should have a really good understanding of frequencies.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
pretty much.
they're making frequencies all over that guitar.
Yeah.
Dragon Fox.
Well, to
Well,
be
you know,
truthful,
Good to see
complex
you, Bill.
frequencies as well. So not just single tones, but double tones, tritones, quad tones.
George,
Uh,
good to see you, bro.
Axe was the one who clued me in. I was like, what?
Sunshine.
It's like, you don't know about the Rockefellers and all that? And I was just like, whoa.
Rev Rats, good to see
I had to
you.
go check that out. I'm not really a big fan of like the Rockefellers, like saying how to tune my
Anon
guitar.
Mouse, good to see you, bro.
Oh.
The professor is not a fraud and a liar. Oh my, that is some fighting words. Do not let Pole Vault listen to Pantera and read that.
Look at that. Oh, I don't have it up there right now.
What? He probably is. But anyways,
Look at that face. That's not a face of a fraud and a liar, is it? Look at the face of the professor right there.
if he said I had anything to do with the Carl thing,
He's
Yeah.
totally innocent. I don't know what he's holding either. Looks kind of like a giant cigar in one hand and a.
but I will tell you, the guy can party. You want to party, man. The professor knows how to throw down the party.
Yeah, he parties straight to a jail cell.
I got
From what I
Curiosity Corner says, I understand frequencies, but I struggle to tune my ukulele.
Those motherfuckers are hard to stay in tune sometimes.
Yeah, man. How do you tune those?
You tune them super sharp so that they can detune back to normal.
No. I mean, like, do you tune them across the fret like you do the
Oh,
regular
yeah,
one?
it's not like a guitar because your lowest string is your highest string. It's
Yeah,
really weird.
Get with Wago, man. Wago is all about, his whole channel is all revolves around, do you know who I'm talking about? Wago.
Wagyu.
Yeah, Wagyu. Yeah, it revolves around the ukulele, man.
I just hoped it was in tune when I bought it. So I just,
Gotta send it back.
hey, can you fix this for me? It's not in tune anymore.
Figured you'd have a basic tune on there, the EDAG.
EDAG. Is that what it's supposed to be? Okay.
I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't play guitar.
No. I mean, it like Avoid said, like the strings are like the top string is not a bass string. It's kind of crazy.
It has a banjo element to it. Yeah, it's GCEA. Is that correct? Anyway,
Wait, I'm making notes here. GCE.
I'm just Googling it. I don't know anything.
If I break a string, it's your fault. GC.
Yes. Okay, in that case, it's super sharp, super C.
All right, I got another article for you guys. This one comes from
The Sun.
the WellsvilleSun.com. And of course, you know how accurate Google is. I just learned my lesson a long time ago not to open Google Windows Live. Discussing resonance brings beings of frequency. Says this article, which follows the thread of previous releases, further spotlights how we, as humans, need to be aware of electromagnetic field, or EMF, health effects so that we can make informed choices about reducing harmful exposure. The facts presented are blended into his article and based on years of research, fully documented, and acclaimed documentary. Gives you the documentary there. It says, in the early 1950s, Winfried Otto Schumann discovered the pulse of the Earth to be 7.83 hertz. And he theorized that humans thrive in resonance with that frequency. What he has become known as the Schumann resonance was found. Rather than coming from within the surface to be a vibrational resonance occurring between the surface and the ionosphere, a hertz is a frequency based on the number of oscillations per second. A 7.8 hertz Schumann resonance is extremely low in comparison to most modern telecommunication radio waves, which functions as megahertz in the millions of oscillations and gigahertz in the billions, with terahertz in the trillions. Measurements of hertz also go the other way to nano, picohertz, and beyond to cosmic pulsations, which are astronomically low.
Hmm.
Hans Berger, during an investigation of brainwave patterns and related frequencies, identified a key brainwave pattern that was associated with creativity, performance, stress, anxiety, response, and immune system function. He named this discovery alpha. The frequency of the alpha was very close to 7.83 hertz. Soon after, scientists at the Max Planck Institute were performing experiments on the circadian rhythm cycle. When human subjects were shielded from all Earth and other frequencies, they experienced a decline in their physical and mental health. These subjects, while still in isolation, returned to health when the Schumann resonance frequency was induced into the environment. Similar 7.8 hertz technology was subsequently employed on spacecraft to protect from the malaise experienced by astronauts on missions outside of Earth's atmosphere. Nobel Prize winning biologist Luca Montagnier, whatever his name is, Luke, brought biology into the age of quantum mechanics when he transferred DNA fragments from one sealed test tube to a nearby sealed test tube, and test tube filled with only pure water. After simultaneous exposure to the 7.83 hertz electromagnetic field, identical DNA fragments were then found in the sterile pure water. Luke concludes that all life comes from life, with DNA exposed to low frequency able to conduct nucleotides. There is a bond between life and Earth frequency. And okay, I got one more paragraph. I'm getting there. Artificial magnetic fields are distributed are disturbing the natural habitat of a number of species. Levels of electromagnetic energies and frequencies in our atmosphere have increased millions of times in just the past 50 years. The rapid net increase is overwhelming natural background frequencies which have supported life on Earth for billions of years. All life forms are electromagnetically sensitive. 70% of the world's food production relies on pollination. Bee colony collapse is a disorder being observed worldwide. Birds, bees, and insects rely on internal bioelectric magnetic compasses that are being seriously affected by wireless radio frequencies. All species on Earth have not acclimated to the exponential increases in levels of exposure to unnatural frequencies. Medical professionals are identifying the health impacts occurring at various levels of severity. The only country formally acknowledging electrosensitivity illness among their population is Sweden, where 2.5% of the population is currently being treated. EMF exposure doesn't cause cancer directly as much as it prevents our body from preventing and neutralizing the cancer. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I thought EMF was a band back in the 90s. But,
like
Yeah,
Tony.
and Andrew Dice Clay, they used a clip of him actually saying profanity, and that song was on radios everywhere.
Well,
Crazy.
there's a lot of conspiracy around what's that big loop that's like 7 miles long?
CERN.
CERN, yeah, the CERN
Large Hadron
Super
Collider?
Yeah, the Hadron Collider. A lot of people are saying that is messing it up. It's part of the reason why it's messing up.
Yeah,
The
there's
Earth.
like
Part
some,
of the reason why Earth's magnetic poles are shifting.
some satanic portal or something.
well, I find it interesting that they used the 528 hertz to clean up an oil spill. And they were like, oh, that's just coincidence. And then they went into the labs and the 528 hertz actually cleaned up water. And I mean, I just don't know why we wouldn't be using that all over the place.
Right.
That's an entirely different episode to the conspiracies right there, brother.
I saw Axe hanging out in the chat. Why
I
didn't
did. I
Axe
saw
come up
Axe
here
also.
since he's the one that schooled Povald on all
That's
of this?
right. He
Right.
knows about the frequency stuff.
Dropping. I'm just gonna drop the link in chat right now if anybody was interested in coming up. I will drop it in the private chat too, so you guys can share it over on your channel.
He very much is the chosen one. So I mean, he could definitely school us on frequencies.
Yeah.
So that's weird that people, 2.5% of the population of Sweden are being treated for EMF.
That's unbelievable.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah. So what's the exposure from?
Yeah, that's it.
To say that they're being treated for this EMF stuff, okay, that's cool. What's exposing them to this huge amounts of electromagnetic energy?
Some Russian conspiracy, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, we've talked about
some
before
military
that
stuff.
the Earth is
stuff
starting
could be.
to see pink auroras, and that's bad news for us because that is a direct indicator of the energy that's we're being slapped with coming much further down into the atmosphere, and it's because the magnetic poles are wandering. So the Earth's magnetic field is collapsing, exposing us to a whole lot more cosmic energy.
Hey, we got another person backstage. Just bring him up. Bandit,
Yes,
how's it going, bro?
Bandit.
Hey.
Mr. Bandit, hello.
How's it going? How's the frequency talk going?
Cool hat.
Going good.
Yeah, you're not wearing that hat right. I thought you're supposed to slant it.
I'm
Little bit.
trying to be unintentionally cool so I don't overshadow y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
So, yeah, sorry, I don't mean to butt in. What were we talking about? You can continue.
Frequencies and stuff. What do you think about them?
Yeah. For me, I think, I don't know, this may be crazy, but I think that with radio waves and frequencies and stuff like that, that certain sonic kind of sounds and people's voices and different things that our ears are attuned to can travel larger distance than I think we want to let on. And that
Yeah.
it's interesting. I saw this random post on a Reddit talking about hearing voices and stuff like that in pareidolia, which is the almost like hearing voices in white noise or whatever that aren't there. And this guy said that radios work like that almost, and white noise machines just scramble radio frequencies. But things like baby monitors and stuff like that, if you sometimes it can pick up on other people's conversations or TVs or what. Sorry, I'm doing this because of my cat.
Are you afraid of your cat?
I am a bit, because I don't want to hurt my cat, but also I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
You ever notice how some frequencies, like, we can't hear things upside down? Like, that's just weird to me. Like, if I
What do
flip
you
my
mean?
radio upside down, it doesn't matter.
No, it just, for me, it
That's just
cuts
weird.
out.
Yeah, but and I know you know this, Boyd, when you shake your guitar,
Yeah.
like especially with like a Les Paul or something fixed bridge guitar, you're trying to get kind of a trim sound out of it. Sometimes when you shake it,
You do get the
you
wobble.
get a wah wah
yeah,
wah
yeah, yeah.
sound with it.
Yeah,
Is that our
you
ears
can
picking
manipulate
that
that.
up, or is that based on how we hear it, or is that the?
That's a good question. Because that old question is like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around, does it make a noise? And I don't think it makes a noise, because what a noise is our interpretation of that frequency.
Well, we could
Like I'll
ask
pass.
Carl.
That's
Carl
what I was
might
going to
know.
say.
So if there's
Carl,
no ear,
know,
yeah,
You said if someone's not in the woods, Carl's really not someone. So
yeah, Carl would know.
So
Yeah.
if I wasn't there to see Ozfest 2004, did it actually happen? Yeah, the answer is no, and yes.
Now you're talking like a philosopher. There you go. Yeah, I guess
I
we
would
don't
say
even know what
yeah,
a frequency
because
is.
there was a whole bunch of other people that were actually there. So
Yeah.
just
But I-
because you weren't there doesn't mean that other people weren't.
But as a solipsist, yeah, it wouldn't matter.
I don't know any of them. Do you know any of them?
I'm a solipsist. Y'all don't exist.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
I
sorry.
don't know, man. Go on to YouTube. You're bound to find
Just
one of
kidding.
them.
I just kind of
That all comes back down to that cat in the box thing. Was that?
the,
Yeah.
the Schrodinger.
Yeah,
Schrodinger's cat.
yeah. So I mean, you know, is the cat alive or dead in the
And
box?
is Schrodinger an asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, what an asshole.
That's something we can actually find out.
Yeah.
That's a bit more tangible.
Schrodinger's
Yeah, he came up
asshole.
with a better example.
That he is one.
That's what I'm saying about the tree falling in the forest.
Yeah.
If there's no receiver, i.e. your ears, doesn't make a sound.
But what
Probably
if there's
not.
a guy who
Well,
has
what
like
if it's such
really
a
good
low
headphones
frequency
on
that it
and
doesn't
cut
actually
down
make a
the thing?
sound?
Now, if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around there, does it make a frequency? Is a different question. Does it make a
The sun
sound?
goes
It's a completely
supernova
different
1,000
question
light
too.
years away. By the time that shockwave hits planet Earth,
Yeah.
it's pretty small at that particular point. But that's still a wave. It's still a frequency.
For sure.
Despite
But
nobody being able to hear it.
if you can't hear it though, then it's not a sound. It is a frequency, but not a sound.
Aha. So you're making the differentiations between the sounds and the frequency.
That's what I was doing this whole time. In the forest, when a tree falls, it makes a frequency. It shakes something. Something is vibrating. But is it a sound?
So a sound in your terms would be something in the audible human spectrum.
A sound only happens in the imagination, correct?
Right.
In the psyche.
Well, also apparently a sound can go in so high in frequency that it becomes light and color. Also, so then we're on to another
you go.
thing.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Because you can actually see. I had like all my crib notes wrote on my hand like school, but I think you can actually see the 528 hertz and hear it.
Right.
That's kind of weird that you can see and hear
That
it.
specific one.
Yeah.
I like what Rev is asking over here. I have a question for the panel. What are your thoughts on the brown notes? I already talked about Taco Bell,
Yeah.
so I guess we can talk about the brown note now.
I saw the Cartman episode on that one.
Yeah, me too.
and I'm gonna tell you, if there was a brown note, I would be.
It says notes of brown.
I don't think it's a single note. I think it's a combination of several very low frequency notes.
I don't think
I
there is
don't
one.
think the brown note is like brown noise. It's not a single frequency.
In order for there to be a brown note, you'd have to like direct the sound directly at like someone who's, I don't know.
Yeah, it's called,
Who
it's called
just
an
ate
overture.
Taco Bell.
It'd have to be like a percussive kind of. Yeah, it would be triggering more than an actual note that would make everyone like that. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
Now we're
you
looking at it with a realistic
would take the brown note and you would pump it through an LRAD, which takes all of that acoustic energy and focuses it into a single solid beam like a laser.
Yeah, but then
And
it
that's
would,
what you would hit somebody with to make them lose control of their bowels.
yeah, I guess so. But what other effects would that have? That's not only their bowels; they would probably have a heart attack too.
Who cares? You're trying to keep them away from you. Who cares if they die?
Yeah.
I mean, this is military
Well, I mean,
right here.
I love my family, but they can keep their distance. I don't want them to die.
I think also I think sounds affect people differently. Because if you've ever been in a situation where like there's a riot or something, which I may or may not have been around,
And
the
started.
police now do these big booms, like boom, and people are like, oh, and I'm just like, yeah. Could you hook that up to a drum set or something? You know, I mean, I and maybe because I've been subjected to freaking sticking my face in amps all my life and drummers beating the hell out of drums right behind me, it just really doesn't. The big boom of sounds don't affect me that much.
It's awesome that you guys brought up brown noise because I just happen to have an article. I'll give you guys a link to this. This comes from the Washington Post. And I thought this was pretty interesting. Beyond white noise, how different color sounds help or hurt.
Like pink
There's-
noise too.
There's no question that noise can be a nuisance. It can distract you from what you're doing, interfere with your sleep, put you in a bad mood, ratchet up your stress levels, or affect you in other disruptive ways. But not all noise is problematic. In fact, different colors of noise, yes, you read that right, could actually help you feel and function better, which may be why YouTube videos and other social media posts about the benefits of exposure to pink, green, brown, white, and other types of noise are trending. Colored noises are having a major moment. Different colors of noise emphasize different frequencies over others. They say energy in different parts of the sound spectrum. The director of blah, blah, blah. They all have a quality that's boring to the brain and makes other sounds less perceptible. The main effect is to drown out unexpected or disruptive sounds that would distract you or compromise your attention. Although there's more research supporting the use of some noise colors than others, there's growing interest in the entire spectrum. Whether it's called sound therapy, auditory stimulation, or auditory masking, listening to different colored sounds could help you feel, focus, or sleep better at home. Using these sounds to mask or cover distraction sounds is a lot more applicable to people's lives than soundproofing is, says Catherine Franson, a neuroscientist and professor of biological science at East Lansing, Michigan Technical College. It's a relatively cheap way of making a big change, and you can vary the effects a lot. Here's a look at how different noise colors compare, and these ones actually come with sound, so we'll be able to listen to this. So this is going to be the sound of white noise.
That was a great Anthrax album.
No.
The sound of white noise was a great Anthrax album.
Yeah,
So that's
I-
basically like the sound. Oh, you guys can't hear it here.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get this out of here.
But that was a great album, man. That singer was really good.
I was thinking, there's a lot of different types of noise, and then I remember
There we go.
that song, "Bring the Noise," Public Enemy.
So this is the white noise that we all know as white noise, like back in the 70s when the radio station would go.
Why has
off
it got to
the
be
air.
white?
Sounds like the static of a TV or radio or the whir of a fan. Use it to drown out distractions. The best known noise color includes all the frequencies of sound the human ear can hear with equal energy distributed across the frequencies. In other words, you're hearing all the different sounds at once, says Mac Hagwood, an associate professor of media and communication at East Lansing Technical College. White noise is especially good for blocking out other irregular and unpredictable noises, like your upstairs neighbors or phones ringing nearby. Some research has found that listening to white noise helps people sleep better in urban environments. And the study in a 2021 issue of the International Archives of whatever the fuck that word is, found that white noise and pink noise can relieve tinnitus. White noise also has been shown to help children with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder improve their performance on tasks involving work memory and focused attentions, and that's basically.
I find it a bit oppressive, but it's good if you just want one type of noise.
This is a journey into sound.
That's probably what we hear when we die.
Well, here's something that a lot of people don't know. I work in the esports industry. When you see professional gamers with headphones on, guess what that's playing?
White noise.
White noise.
So
What they're hearing the game through is earbuds underneath the headphones. So they're hearing their teammates, but they can't hear outside of that because the white noise is covering up outside sounds.
That's awesome.
Now,
Yeah, they're
here's-
super focused.
Now there's quite a few. I think there's 5 or 6 colors in here. Now I didn't know this was even a thing, but pink noise.
Yeah, I don't
Pink
like
noise
that.
sounds like rain.
Pink is the best.
Pink sounds like light rainfall, leaves rustling, or a steady heartbeat. Use it to fall asleep more easily or sleep more soundly. A close cousin to white noise, pink noise also contains all the frequencies humans can hear, but is more power in the lower frequencies than in the higher ones, according to the American Academy of Audiology. It has a smoother, more balanced sound. Besides helping with tinnitus, research has found that exposure to steady pink noise can reduce the complexity of people's brain waves and improve their sleep stability and quality. In addition, pink noise can speed on mental performance tests, according to research from Taiwan. And Wolf says pink noise has been shown to improve memory retention in older people. That's the sound of rain, right? Or leaves rustling. I do kind of like
I
that.
wonder
Oh
if
yeah, that
I like it.
totally sounds like rain. I don't hear a heartbeat in there. That
Purple
weird.
rain.
And especially, I live in a desert, so we don't get to hear rain very often. So listen, when it rains, man, it's very calming for sure.
Yeah, rain's awesome.
Here's one: brown or red noise.
Uh-oh. Suck
Puck
your stomach. then.
cheeks.
Oh my god!
I just shit my pants.
Again?
Yeah.
that's from inside the toilet
That's
bowl.
the second time today, man.
So brown or red noise sounds like steady rain or distant thunder or a waterfall.
Yeah,
I can't hear more than just rain in the background though. There is other stuff happening.
Right, for sure.
Brown or red noise, use it to help you concentrate. Brown noise, also called red noise, is usually lower in tone and intensity than white or pink noise. Because it has a deep and steady sound, it is helpful for masking unwanted noises. It's similar to the sound conditioners therapists use in waiting rooms. It's unobtrusive, Hagwood says. People find those pleasant. Despite anecdotal evidence and testimonials on social media, there isn't much research on the benefits of brown noise. But there are hints about how it can help. A study in a 2017 issue of Applied Acoustics found that listening to brown noise reduced disturbances to workers' concentration in an open plan office. Research also has found that exposure to brown noise can enhance the transition into REM sleep for some people.
Trying to put us to sleep.
Right?
No, we get a lot of rain around here. I get to hear that pretty often.
Yeah, we get a lot of rain too. I love it.
Green noise.
That sounds like Ray Pierce.
Okay, yeah, this
Sounds
definitely.
like,
Yeah.
the flow,
stream.
yeah, sounds like the flow of waves or water. Definitely.
Chris Lane said he had to go pee twice since he's been hearing this.
Green noise sounds like the flow of waves or water. Use it to help you relax, which is true because I think when I go camping, I always like to have a creek around and just relax by listening to it. You know, it's
Yeah.
like nature's music.
Yep.
Unlike the others, which have mathematical equations to define them, Francis says this is not an official color of noise. Depending on the information source, green noise is variously described as being like background noise in nature, the sound of rhythmic ocean waves or a babbling brook. So far, scientific studies haven't investigated the benefits of green noise, but that hasn't prevented it from garnering attention on social media. Green noise can have a centering effect and a calming effect on the nervous system, Franson says. The Sleep Foundation notes that green noise might also be beneficial for people who have racing thoughts and anxiety at night.
I don't see orange noise yet, but I think it's probably going to be someone eating a tangerine right next to my.
I used to know a girl named Babbling Brook.
Oh,
Used to?
Blue
I need
or
a machine
purple?
that's going to produce all of them at the same time. How about that?
This might
I'm a little high strung.
This would probably be some good, good things to add to some tracks. You know what I'm saying?
I love that this
Yeah.
one says use it to don't.
Blue or purple noise? Sounds like a hissing garden hose.
That sounds like Ray's
Like a
girlfriend.
sprinkler.
I like that. That reminds me of some Marilyn Manson stuff.
Sounds kind of like
I don't know. That kind of sounds like a steam leak.
it sounds like me after
Yeah,
Thanksgiving dinner.
There you go.
Use it too. Don't, it says. If you're wondering about blue or purple noise, you can forget about using these at home. These have a higher frequency than white noise, and this could be annoying. Shin Cunningham says these sounds are used by audio engineers for dithering, a process in which low-level noise is added to smooth out audio recordings. It does kind of sound like your record if you leave the needle on the record for too long. That's
I did
what
that.
for you young kids. That's
I
what
like
it.
that one.
For you young kids, that's what it sounds like when you leave your needle on the record for too long.
Yeah.
You got thunk, thunk,
Yeah,
thunk, thunk.
yeah, the thunk of bouncing off the cardboard, little ground cardboard. thing.
Or it's over off on the
The
freaking label.
Oh, never use that needle again.
Wait,
How
they,
to-
didn't have, they should have had, as the last one, they should have had that scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Says how to add noise colors to your home. Figuring out which colors affect you in the desired ways requires a bit of trial and error, experts say. Different people react differently to these sounds because they're more or less susceptible to distractions and more or less sensitive to sound variations. Shin Cunningham says any frequency of noise can be helpful if it helps you focus in on things or ignore sounds that are distracting. That's why experts recommend doing some experimentation at home to see which color noise help you concentrate, relax, fall asleep more easily, or achieve another goal. You can find colored noise playlists on YouTube or Spotify. Download an app, My Noise, Dark Noise, Nosely, and Simple Noise, or buy a sound machine that plays same or all of these colored sounds.
No, I find that the best way to relax is to have no sound at all.
But
Like
there's a sound
absolutely
in that as
nothing.
well.
I'll give you guys another
Sorry, I didn't-
link to that.
That's perfect for the person who doesn't have tinnitus.
Well, I go to sleep at night listening to a radio show called Coast to Coast AM because
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all know
It's
I have
about
a
aliens.
dog. Yeah, I have a dog named Chunk, and the most annoying sound to me in my whole life is he will lick himself in places, and he goes like this. He goes, and
Damn.
it will totally wake me up, and I will not be able to sleep. And it just sounds like you're beating meat against the wall and breathing hard. And I'll look down and be like, Chunk, what are you doing? And he'll quit for like just a minute, and I'll lay back down, and it's back to
What an asshole.
yeah.
He's just tossing his own salad.
Yeah, you're freaking Chunk, man. He's a
Yeah.
monster.
Mayhem Studios, good to see you.
He needs a girlfriend, dude.
Hey, Mayhem.
God.
Or a boyfriend.
No, man. After the tinnitus got really bad after the head injury, so I need some sort of noise, white noise. It's usually the ceiling fan. That's plenty enough on really bad nights.
Fans are underrated for sure.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
bad nights, that's where you turn on some other sort of noise sound thing from YouTube.
Now, I do see these channels on YouTube that do like the overnight ambient like sleep streams where it's like rain or campfires, and there's fucking 3,000 fucking people watching.
Yeah, but the
fucking
dark
night,
screens
you know?
don't go actually dark. It just goes to a black
Like a
screen.
bright black.
So it's still,
There's still
lights up
glare.
the whole freaking room.
Yeah, I'm always afraid that in the middle somewhere they got something like kill.
A commercial. Oh, dude. Oh, I came on to one.
You gotta
which
put on your
I
beanie like
started
this.
listening to it, and it made me a little bit dizzy. So it was like, ooh, this is going to be a good one, right? Laid down, started dozing off, and fucking Taco Bell.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
like,
exactly.
oh man, you fucking sitting upright in bed, grabbing your chest, being like, oh, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
Nope.
we were
I go to
talking
sleep
about
with
that.
a TV on
Yeah,
myself.
Mayhem says the engine running in his semi helps him sleep, and semis definitely have a low frequency, so I bet you that's right around, like the 432 or 440. I wouldn't know exactly, but my dad was a truck driver, and I could sleep in his truck. Like, I'd go and it would fucking just put me right
Yeah.
to sleep, like, instantly. As soon as I
Did
hit
you-
that sleeper, I was out.
Did you guys talk about that, like the brainwave kind of frequencies where you have like delta and theta and
Mm-mm.
all the
Ooh.
different things?
I've heard
haven't
about that.
gotten
stuff.
Not
into
yet.
it.
Is that okay? So I think the truck frequency may like get your brain waves to get down to a certain frequency where it's more like you're in a meditative
Yeah,
process.
like the subconscious area of the frequency or whatever.
I like what
well,
Joe said. Joe had tinnitus, but then it got worse. Now he has 11itis.
Joe has arrived.
have that copyrighted.
Yeah, Justine's like, yeah, my brother puts on NASCAR and goes right to sleep.
Yeah,
I
I used
watched.
to sleep.
I put on
SpongeBob.
politics and I sleep because I don't care about that shit.
Oh yeah, that politics is definitely or golf. That put me to sleep.
SpongeBob used to make me sleep like a baby because it was just such mindless stuff, and there was
It's so
no-
mindless. Yeah,
Because from the day I would have like work and politics and everything going on, you'd come in and he'd be like,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
right.
were just like, oh yeah,
This is easy, right?
yeah.
I did that with Red versus Blue for a long time.
I put on Unsolved Mysteries or Ghost Hunters, things like that. And I go,
Yeah, I've actually done that.
Yeah.
I've actually, because it's really like both of those shows have low tones. Have you
Yeah.
noticed that, Chad? It's like,
yeah, they do.
and he went up and this happened. He stabbed her in the face and stabbed. Nobody would have ever expected him.
You're sleeping like a baby.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
stab.
Even
Joe-
Chunk is
Joe-
sleeping.
Joe Norman's comment, I am not into sports. I used to think that ESPN was the psychic network. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I never thought about that one.
Yeah.
Joe comes up with these by himself, by the way.
Well, avoid. I mean, it depends. Is it the animal? Is it a bird? Because birds aren't real.
Wait, about what?
So if there's an animal around, of course it hears it. So the tree falling in the forest, there's an animal there, it hears it, but birds aren't
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that joke just went totally to fucking shit. I'll just.
Oh, my bad. I'm over here concentrating on Joe.
Oh yeah. Well, no one got my EMF, and when that's unbelievable. Y'all have never heard that song. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got Andrew Dice Clay in
yeah.
it.
It from EMF.
That's
Yeah.
KLM.
What?
PLF.
It's EMF. Yeah.
Oh, electronic music
The
factory.
WWF.
No, there was EMF.
Wildlife Fund.
So Electronic Music Foundation. Whatever it was.
EMFs.
Yeah.
Emerson,
Hey,
Lake,
Tanya
and
says she
Palmer.
got my EMF joke. You see? Oh my God.
My whole life's a joke. So it's
The
okay.
ants got it. Oh my God. Hard crowd, man. I'm telling you. You're worse.
it's a tough one.
No, not really.
Y'all
Not
y'all
when-
harder
not
to
when you-
deal with than
Not when
the
you
ants.
lived
man.
someplace that you had to have the utility come in to do an EM reading, and as you're standing there supervising them, that you're looking over their shoulder at the meter, being like, "Wow, those readings are really high." And when you get the report back, it's not the same readings. The readings that are on the report are way lower.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
daughter.
those are
lives by
that's
an
the stuff
airport.
that's not good for you.
And I think you get used to stuff after a while because, like I said, I went to my daughter's and she lives over by an airport, and I was just like, and it's like, and none of them noticed. I'm like, y'all see that jet? Like, and the jets look like they're barely over the house and they're barely moving. I guess they're still hauling ass, but I mean, they don't even notice it anymore. So I guess you can get used to some frequencies after a long time. Huh?
Yeah, but I can't imagine that's healthy.
Yeah, no.
I got an article from Curiosity Corner we'll check out here in just a minute. But first, I want to take a short music break. Guess I got to share the window. Fuck, I forgot I closed it. This comes from our friend Midnight Bandit.
Yay.
Oh, do you want me to explain it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Okay. So, what I was talking about when I first got in here, I was thinking like, what I was trying to rationalize one time when I saw a psychic medium. It's a friend of the family. Like, what do they listen to? Do they hear like voices kind of, but they're on a different level. And there's like a ghost frequency where you can kind of like get into that state, which where people use like a spirit box, which is funny because coincidentally, there's a band from Victoria where I live. It's called Spirit Box. Or no, maybe they're from Vancouver. I think they're from Victoria. Anyways, they're really big now. And the Spirit Box is the thing that it's like a white noise generator that you play in order to kind of hear ghosts or whatever. So it's kind of just around that kind of topic. So
Okay.
just a beat.
Yeah, those frequencies made me shake my booty.
Nice. I thought you were talking about treasure chests.
What?
You said, "Oh, this makes my booty shake," and I'm like, "Dude, you have a big treasure chest? Like, what the hell? I didn't know you were a pirate. I thought you were a pole vaulter."
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on. He could have, like a 15 or a 20-inch subwoofer around and pump it through that and make the whole fucking house shake. So yeah, make the booty shake. There
Well,
you
can have
go.
both. You can have both.
Yeah.
Kind of had a nice spanking sound to it too.
Chad's frequencies. That's
It was
cool,
pretty
too.
chunky.
Yep.
Yeah.
I dug that, man.
I didn't actually put fucking snare or clap in that. That's like just to be aware.
Now, uh,
That must have been a really simple track to master.
No, dude, it's an old track, so yeah. I don't know.
oh, Shelly, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Also, Hobbs, good to see you, my friend. Oh, and I wanted to say something real quick about Chad's fancy frequency ball you got there, Chad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it makes me look all scientific and stuff.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. I thought it did.
I just gave you this link that Curiosity Corner gave us, and you can go through and check out some of these studies about the EMFs and what they do. They have studies in here from like 5G studies and all kinds of different studies. So I just dropped that link in chat. If you guys wanted to go learn more about EMF and some of the studies that actually back that.
Oh man, some of the stuff they've been putting out about 5G. 5G is nasty.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's a freaking weapon right there.
Out in Cali, it's made fake palm trees.
Right.
Yeah, but they talk about
They're notorious for that,
People,
Puma.
Yeah.
live in their apartments. They're almost their whole lives, and phone company comes along one day, puts up one of these 5G repeaters outside their building. Inside of a week, they're having migraines and just being of really bad health, and it's from being hit with the whatever those 5G antennas are producing.
Yeah, they put one out by my farm, and dude, I used to go to my farm to tell my boss, I can't get your phone calls out there, dude. Sorry.
Okay, I
And
just
they
wanted
I'd put one there.
I just wanted to go over just one of these articles because that looks exactly like the router I have.
Just 1 sec. I have to head out. I wanted to come in and say hi and just join you for a bit here, but I gotta clean my apartment. There's a big inspection tomorrow, so I gotta get that going.
Good to see you, Bandit.
Thanks,
See
thanks
you,
for
man.
hanging
Yeah,
out with us,
man.
bro.
Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Thanks.
You as well.
Catch you next time.
It says made 2019 5G home router experiment in an FLFE environment. In this particular experiment, we looked at the effects on the environment of a powerful 5G home router with and without FLFE EMF mitigation. The experiment uses two modalities of evidence: gas discharge visualization and consciousness. God, what is with these fucking words? Kinesiology? To assess the health of the environment. It says two measurement modalities were used for the testing: gas discharge visualization (GDV) to measure the variability of the energy, which in this context we call entropy, and consciousness kinesiology. Yeah, kinesiology. Listen to an explanation here. To measure the level of consciousness. While most conventional EMF readers measure magnetic and electrical fields present in the area, as of June 2019, they are not designed to measure the consciousness lowering effect that some EMFs may have. Therefore, our measurement of the consciousness lowering EMF is not using traditional EMF meters to read the magnetic and electrical fields present. These devices have, so far, not shown a difference in the readings with the FLFE EMF mitigation program on and off. They are not reading the subtle changes in the EMFs that we call harmonization that transform the consciousness lowering EMF into a positive consciousness raising energy. GDF devices are part of the new generation of instruments that can measure subtle energies. Too many damn big words in that for me to read, bro.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah, we need
asked
the professor.
me- Mr. Smith was asking if we'd address the Solfeggio scale. Does anyone know what that is?
Wait, which one?
S
No,
O
but
L
we can look it
F
up.
E G I O.
Solfeggio. The solfeggio. That sounds Italian. Let me look it up. Is that a dynamic?
Oh no, but I know I made everybody hot out there when I put on my dirty secretary glasses.
It's a 6-tone scale with an additional 3 tones.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. They'd taken out the top 3 notes.
Yeah. This is like one of those Arabic like instruments, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not intonated perfectly, but it gives it that ethnic kind of.
Well, yeah, like a sitar and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And they were saying that those scales were like really healthy for you and like good scales and stuff. And I like to think that by not tuning my guitar, I might hit that. every now and
you
then.
might accidentally hit that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the solfeggio, or that's the scale that they use to produce the microtonals, isn't it?
There's some microtones in there, yeah. That's what I'm reading here.
And what is a microtone? Just being out there.
A scale usually, at least in the West, they have 12 notes. Anything that falls in between those 12 notes will be a micro. So like an E flat flat, a B flat flat, that's a microtone.
You realize I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Me neither. I'm just kind of smart right now. The note between the notes. The notes between the notes is if you
B
put a
flat
fret.
is what my tire is when I will go out.
Oh, well,
in the
there you go.
morning, know?
No, that's good as explanation for any of the notes between the notes. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. All right.
Real quick, I want to show this here real quick.
I thought I read that wrong for a second.
Is it getting hot in here?
It is getting hot here.
Is he gonna take his mask off? Halfway. Even the music was sexy.
It definitely makes sense why he doesn't want anybody to touch the drums now.
11:28. So that's going to be on a Thursday. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong calendar. It's got to be on a Tuesday. Yeah, it is on a Tuesday. So, day after tomorrow, actually. Let me see if I can go find a link to give you guys real quick. That way you can... That was awesome.
That kind of goes right along with the show. 4Q.
I think we got Nico.
Echo.
Oh, yeah, it should be gone now.
You do my Led Zeppelin. Oh man, I was fixing to do my Led Zeppelin. Ah.
Oh yeah, the Jungle Man.
The Jungle Man.
Well, I mean, since Marconi, discovered the joys of wireless transmission of radio waves, it's only gotten worse that, we're living in a swamp of electromagnetic energy. You can't see it, but we are just absolutely surrounded by it at all times now these days.
But we always have been, though, right? Like, if everything's a frequency, we've always been around all kinds of stuff.
No, but we're
not this artificial electromagnetic energy. Yes, we're constantly getting our solar energy, and you get the
Yeah.
galactic wave energy, and you get the energy from the earth, and all those
Everything.
are natural sources of energy that we evolved with. Now we're living with all of this artificially produced. I mean, it's taking up a huge chunk of real estate in the frequency bands.
How do you think we will
goodness knows
eventually
what it's doing
adapt?
to us. But and the bad food, that's definitely
That's a
part
big
of it.
deal.
Processed food,
That's a
GMO
big
food,
deal.
yeah, that's part of it.
Because
As well.
whatever we eat, obviously your cells regenerate, and so all that bad shit you eat, like you are what you eat.
Literally, we've
Like, you
seen
literally
a lot
are.
of different studies on that. You are
Yeah.
literally what you eat. So if you're eating food that's being grown in call it a loving environment, and it's being prepared in a loving way, that food has been clinically shown to be healthier than food that's plants that are abused and grow up in a bad environment. Seriously, I mean, it's crazy studies out there that you can find that show plants grown in a good environment are healthier and more nutritious than plants that are grown in a poor environment.
DJ, I am not taking the "you are what you eat" trap. I'm not going to do it.
It's always a
many
trap
people
with
out
You
you.
do whatever you want with it.
Always a trap.
No.
So
I wanna
real
stay
quick,
on YouTube.
real quick, I was gonna play this short. This is a short of some basically sound that's for positive energy.
Bring me the knife.
That was
Chad,
nice.
that sounds
I
like
like
a
that.
stuck doorbell.
That was
I like that.
nice. By the way, we do have a guest. I'm a little confused because it's not the professor.
Banded back.
And pole
No.
vault, yeah, you claim that you're a kitty cat, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
It says Juan the janitor.
No.
Juan the janitor. Isn't that the janitor? East
Is that the
Lansing?
janitor? I think that is
Yeah.
the janitor at East.
One?
So he is backstage. I'm gonna pull him up. Hello, Juan.
Hola, Senor Freeman? Senor Conspiracy?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Juan.
Oh, hey, bueno, Professor Zeus has sent me because he was in the fight. Yeah.
One. No.
No, I have to tell the truth. No, I had pictures. I sent pictures.
No.
No, yeah, the professor went up with pole vault to kick Carlos. Do you know Carlos, the Grande
Yeah.
Foot,
I don't know who the
who
hell
was
you
stealing the
talking
tamales and the cervezas?
You mean Carl the Bigfoot?
Well, see, Carlos, the Bigfoot, Grande Foot. Yes.
Carlitos.
Yeah,
Carlitos.
well, they did not realize he is a bad hombre. So the professor got beat up a little bit. So did Paul Vault. But you look good.
You know, Juan, you're such a tattletale.
I only tell the truth.
Well, man, I told the professor you shouldn't even fucking went with us, man.
Well, somebody had to take the pictures.
Well, I know.
I did see the picture here. Tell us what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see, there's the professor. And there's Carlos. They're getting ready to throw down.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that
photo.
did not go. The professor, he's more lover than a fighter. Although at his age, I don't know he's much of a lover either.
Well, no
He looks
wonder. Look at him. He's fucking ripped.
He looks like he's just there to have a good time.
Carlos is big. See?
It's like, oh, he's just a dirty old hippie. Yeah, the dirty old hippie works out 8 hours a fucking day.
He's
Holy
been working
shit!
out.
Look at that.
I told the professor to run again.
I think
Damn.
not only does he
Oh,
steal
yeah.
the cervezas and the tamales, I think he steals the steroids. He is muy grande.
Hey, you got some steroids going missing there, Pole Vault?
Take care, Hobbs. Hugh,
No.
good to see you, Hugh.
He wasn't supposed to drink the water.
So what's going on with these other photos here? Because
Well, they got some shots in on Carlos. He's got a black eye and some bloody lip, and he put on a band-aid. But the professor
kind of looked like the shape of Texas almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably where Senior Pole Vault hit him.
Well, the thing is when I grabbed him from the back, the professor was supposed to take the front, and he was just messing around. I'm like, dude, go ahead and freaking waylay. And he was like, Carl's learned his lesson. And that's when Carl really opened up on us. He's like,
You did not hold his arms very well, Senior Pole Vault.
but he's a strong guy.
See?
Look,
Yeah.
see, I
See, Professor Zeus, he took some beatings.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks pretty beat up.
So yeah, he could not come on tonight.
I like how he kept his glasses on.
Well, they are broken. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not
they
good.
are broken.
But he still has them on.
We'll see. Well, you can't see without them, I think.
Right.
Yeah. Not too bad. I mean, he's still alive, and I mean, how bad is he?
No, he'll be okay. I think he'll come back next week. But he's looking forward to being the president of the El Presidente of East Lansing. We're very excited. We did not like Senora Bluebecker. She was a beach. He really was.
A beach?
Oh yeah. For Navidad last year, she gave me a gift certificate so I could have the food of my people. It was $5 to Taco Bell. That's racist, right?
It is racist.
Taco Bell gives me diarrhea. And I was born in Tijuana. You know, that's not good. So yeah, we will not miss Brewbreaker. But the professor, when he told you about his nice office, he was remembering the old office. The one that Brubaker furnished with all the money she stole. Well, he don't look like that now. The policia came and took the nice desk and took the filing cabinets and took the bookcases. And so now just bare walls and a carpet with some stains that I can get out. They're bad. I tried the Windex. I tried the carpet cleaner. I tried the shower. I tried these not coming out.
Try peroxide. It's good.
All of that, senor. I know
Is
my
it
cleaning.
blood? What kind of stain is it? Is it blood?
I don't want to know, frankly. He's nasty. Yes.
So question: the professor was actually out of jail last week, though.
See, maybe not as soon as he said. Yeah, no, there were some paperwork. I think there was some problem with some riot, something, but he got out in a day or two. So maybe when he called, maybe he wasn't quite out. But he's on now, and he went to see Carlos, and you saw that didn't go as well as they had hoped.
Yeah. Is he in the hospital now?
No, he's out. He's fine.
Okay.
You know,
So where
Juan,
is he
you're
then?
just enabling Carl. You're just enabling Carl to keep doing what Carl does.
But I just take the pictures. You gringos, you got to figure that out. It's not my job
Juan, it was your job.
to take the pictures. I took the pictures,
He did his job.
You didn't have to show everybody.
and I cleaned up afterwards because that's all I clean. That's my job. I'm good at cleaning, but I'm not good at cleaning up you gringos' messes. But you'll get in another bar fight at Uncle Artie's. I'd not clean that up. I just tell you now, Senior Povalt.
All I will say is Coors Light is a hell of a drug. I'm just putting that out there.
See,
God, I knew we shouldn't have drank before we went there.
it seemed like a bad idea. I'm just saying.
I was already had the spinnies by the time we got there. And, it's hard as hell to find Carl. you have to look for some son of a bitch out there knocking on trees.
Probably harder when you're seeing 2 or 3 cars. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna start hiding my.
But all is well that ends well.
Yeah.
You'll whip his ass eventually.
Yeah. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
He's fine. We're very happy to have Senor Zeus as our president at the college. Things can only get better from here.
Yeah.
So maybe he get rid of some of the old people that they. Holy, they are so old. You know how many times I have to clean the men's room every day? Lots, because those old people, they dribble. Lots of dribbling.
Hey Juan, do you have any
See?
contacts left down in Tijuana? You got any family down there still?
No, my family is. That's why I left Tijuana. They were growing the marijuana, and I didn't want to be a part of that. So I left Tijuana. I don't talk to them.
That's too bad. We could figure out a way of getting some real Tijuana beer, some real cervezas. Get those to Carl. Those might not go over so well for him.
Oh, see. I like the thinking, Senor
Little
Nitro.
Montezuma's revenge on the Sasquatch.
Oh, man, that would be so much cheating in the woods up there, man. He's a big
It's
dude.
the woods. Where do you think the bears shit, man?
Well, okay. Yeah, maybe if people they think it's the Bears, maybe it's the Grande Foots, huh?
You know what? You live in the woods with the bears. The bears, the shit. You're gonna shit. It's like San Francisco. There's shit everywhere. Be happy you don't live there.
See, no, I like East Lansing. I've been in East Lansing a long time now. I came out from Tijuana 25 years ago. I like it here. He's a good job.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
So tell us a little bit about the professor. You know anything?
Oh,
about
he is a
him?
good man. No, we all love the professor. He's a good man. No, he's very nice to everyone. It was even nice to Brubaker. He didn't read that one, right? Did he?
Definitely not.
No,
So-
I told you she was a beach, right?
yes. And so what about the professor has told us that he had this, I guess, love affair with Taylor Swift. Do you know anything about that?
No, see, yeah, no, he was talked about for a little while, but after the fact, I mean, we didn't know who Taylor Swift was. He was just some young blondie gringo going in the halls, flouncing around in the classes, and then she was gone.
Did you happen to take a picture we might find interesting?
I didn't find it. No, I didn't take no pictures back then. I was just cleaning up after all the messes of these kids. These kids are pigs. But no, later we found out she's something, huh? She's doing all these concerts and everybody knows her. But yeah, back then we didn't know nothing other than, some of the professors, they like the young girls.
Well, go nuts and bolts.
Oh, see,
Hi, Lady Tanya.
so, Senior Zeus is thinking about changing the logo. It's kind of a stupid logo, don't you think?
Well, I mean, it's
Who's
kinda
afraid
hard-
of the nuts and bolts?
Right. It's hard to have a football team that's flying the nut and bolts.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You play the football, you got to cover up the nuts.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah,
Well-
that's no good.
Considering the professor is now going to be the president, maybe that's something that
See,
we can change.
he can do what he wants now.
Maybe
He's el presidente.
maybe we can get people from the chat to give us a new name for the East Lansing Technical College football team.
Oh, see, good idea.
Maybe the staff can get together and get some furniture for his office before he gets,
Oh, I'm working on that. No, I got a cousin. It's a couple cities away. He's gonna give me some desk and some filing cabinets and some nice stuff. It won't be as nice as it was, but it'll be nice.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah, and I washed the windows really good, so now you can see out into the recycling yard. It's good.
Hey, recycling yard's good business. Good for the school.
We'll see. That's where those kids, where they have to learn their crafts. These Maytag repairmen, they don't grow on trees. They got to be educated. That's what we do here.
Well, I mean, who needs a playground when you got a recycling yard? I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I never thought about it that way, but okay.
Yeah.
But you're kind of a weird dude, Senor Povalt.
I'm weird. You were out in the woods taking pictures of me and a Bigfoot.
I know that, but I work for the professors. These my job.
Yeah.
I don't. I just say, okay, and Jefe, I do that.
You could have just showed him the picture of like the Bigfoot getting his ass kicked. You didn't have to show him like me and the professor like damaged up. You know, kind of, hype us a little bit, Juan. You know.
I'm sorry I didn't take that many pictures. I was wanting to see what happened in the fight.
Well,
Right.
yeah, and you were rooting for him. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like,
Let me guess, Juan. You put your money on Carl.
I did.
God.
I took one look at Carlos. I said, boy, my pesos are on him. He big. Professor is old.
You could have jumped in there and helped a little bit, Juan.
It's not my job.
That's what you were saying when we were getting our ass kicked.
See, not my job.
Yeah. God.
No,
I was like, help me, Juan. Help.
I'm not a
It's
fighter.
not my job. It's not my job.
I'm not a fighter, senor. I clean. That's my job. But I good. I make it nice. I do good cleaning.
He's not a fighter. He's a cleaner.
See,
God.
It's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
we all have our jobs to do.
It is not Juan's fault that you two dumb shits picked a fight with the biggest fucker in the forest. So
Carl started it.
Maybe, and boy, it hadn't been for the one sucker punch that the professor got in Carl's nuts, he
Dude,
would have
it was
ended
a
it.
6-pack. Was it worth an ass whooping?
And my snacks.
Well,
Oh, a 6-pack and some snacks. I'll break the motherfucking bank.
Oh my God.
Come on, bro.
I'm just not going to party in the woods anymore. I mean,
luckily for you, he had big huevos, and the professor was able to give him a good kick.
Yeah. There, we got that.
Yeah, because he was not going your way.
Yeah. I would say it did not go our way, but all
Because he was fixing to teabag you later on.
Yeah.
Now, here's what's funny, Juan. Before you came on here, Povalt was implying that Carl was now deceased.
No, I never said anything like that, Chad.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, we did hurt him a little bit, and when I ran, he was still hurt, and
You referred to him in the past tense.
well, and I didn't know what happened to the professor either. I mean, we were drinking.
There's that excuse again.
Let me guess, you kicked him in the shins.
No,
No,
you
I
can't.
got him from behind.
He kicked him someplace else.
Had his arm.
No, Carlos ran off holding his huevos.
God, I was like,
Oh, and
Are you sure it was his huevos? Because Povalt just got him from behind.
yeah.
It was a lot of things going on. I don't know. I can't say for sure. I think that's what happened.
Was it kind of like the movie Deliverance? You ever seen that one?
Ding, 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 ding.
No, is that mariachis? No, I don't know that.
Believe me,
Starting
Carl
to
was
see it.
already mad.
So Juan, we're doing this show on frequencies. You know anything about frequencies?
Frequencies. Is that like sounds? And
Yeah.
I like the sound of my floor buffer. It's very relaxing. Yeah, I turn it on. I just kind of let it pull me along the floor, kind of sleep a little bit. That's a nice frequency. I like that one.
That is crazy because it is kind of a cool sound. Never
See?
thought of that about that.
Oh, floor buffers make a nice sound. I like that sound a lot. I like the sound of squeaky clean windows. Those are nice. That's a good frequency. The frequency I don't like is how often I have to clean the men's room in this place. Old dribblers with their peepees everywhere. There's no bueno.
Are you sure that's not the professor?
Oh, he
Are
could
you
be.
sure that's not a horrible, freaking
one of the old
central
guys.
design?
And then Juan, you're not the most likable character sometimes. Maybe they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
Juan, the tattletale showing pictures man. I think I'm gonna piss on the floor.
that's okay.
You know.
You gotta
Thanks
use
for narking on yourself.
You got to sit down sometimes. I can put the cleaners on the seats. I give you a big surprise. Your ass will be burning for a week.
You gotta shit sometime, man.
Yeah, don't fuck with Juan.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
you take care of the people that clean and take after you. Okay,
Okay.
don't be a douchebag.
Okay, Juan.
All right. Just want to be clear about that. I clean up enough in there. Man, they drink so much prune juice, and it's like they go through like tequila on Cinco de Mayo, and then these bathrooms are not good here. I do my best, but I can't keep up.
Oh my God. Now everybody's gonna think me and the professor can't take on Carl, and
Cause you won. He ran off.
Yeah.
You didn't. You kind of get your ass kicked while he was doing it, but you won. That's all
There.
that matters.
Okay. There's a silver lining there, Juan.
See,
Okay.
he's in the woods someplace holding his huevos. You're here on the show.
Yeah, I kind of
The
heard.
professor will be on the show next week.
I would say.
Unless something else weird happens to him. You never know with that guy.
Well, we tried to not get him to whistle after dark, and it all started there. And me and him sat.
Oh, see, I was there. That was stupid.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
knows
was-
you don't whistle in the dark. Stupid gringos. Okay, I gotta go clean.
All right.
You still cleaning this late?
Oh, see. I clean the day, I clean the night. We gotta keep this place looking nice.
Good worker.
Oh, see.
Yeah,
work.
Chad. This is East Lansing, not West.
True.
That place is messed up.
See. Adios, amigos.
All right,
Thank you,
Juan.
Juan.
We'll see you, Juan.
Thanks
Ay,
for the
Dios.
update. Thanks for the update, Juan.
Yeah.
Just
Finally,
told me
somebody
off.
tells the truth about what happened. I've been trying to get it out of pole vault.
Seems Carl's more of a handful than what you guys thought.
Have a good one, Professor.
The thing was, is I think Carl had already had a 12-pack when we showed up, and he was just in one of those like beer raged Carl fueled frenzies. I think if we'd have got him when he was sleeping, it would have been better.
Mhm.
But like I said, try finding Carl. The only way you could find him is you go out in the woods and you go woot woot, and then you kind of like gave up your location.
You should have brought some not white noise, pink noise, and played that really loud. And then he would have thought it was raining, and then maybe he would have went to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you guys should have went up there after this show. Then you guys would have known to lullaby him to sleep with some pink noise.
it was a little hard to get pink noise out there amplified. So I don't know, man. I will say this: Carl's an asshole.
Man, are there any are there any human-like creatures that you actually do like, Pole Vault? I know
Chad.
you're going on and on about Chunk licking
Chad,
himself
what?
and how that annoyed you. And
Hey,
there's the
Chad
whole thing
annoy-
with fairies. I mean,
Chad, Chunk annoys me, but he is my sidekick. I was outside working today in the yard,
Mhm.
and he was right there with me. I mean, everywhere I go, Chunk goes. Okay. I defend the fairies' rights to wear boots, as where you are like trying to take them away from. Have you ever let the ones out of your basement?
That doesn't
go
make any
yet?
sense. That doesn't
What?
make any
Right,
sense.
What are you
right,
talking
right.
about? Oh my God. That doesn't make any sense.
So your argument was that you're trying to protect the fairies from wearing boots.
No. My argument is I said the fairies could wear whatever the hell they wanted to. From the
That's a straw
start.
man. Nobody ever said they couldn't.
No,
You were
they
trying to
did
force
too.
them all to wear boots.
What are you
and we were
talking
liberating
about? What are you
them.
talking about?
I'm talking about the truth.
No, Chad has some locked up in the basement. He freaking takes their little boots.
I
We
don't
promise
know
not
the
to talk
basement.
about that one. We promise not to talk about that.
You can go on eBay right now and you look it up and you look up fairy boots. It's Chad.
Okay, well, I'm out of here.
And then he just uses that to track more of them down. It'll be fine, Chad.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why?
He's
why-
calling someone.
Oh no, he probably just got another sell on eBay. But back to the subject for just a minute there. I think it's crazy that we know that this technology can lower blood pressure and do good health benefits, and it's not on the front page of every newspaper.
Oh no, it
You
wouldn't
know.
be. It's good for you.
That's
because they don't want you healthy.
Well, no, it's because it's stories like this that are on the front.
It's
of
because
the
you
newspapers.
can't sell it. There's a lot
Why?
of things that are good for you that they sell, but they're not going to sell that one because anyone can get it for free.
Why conspiracy theorists are blaming Turkey earthquake on the U.S. government?
Ooh, I like turkey.
Fringe conspiracy theorists are sure there is more sinister reason behind the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria, and they're blaming the U.S. government. On social media, several people have proposed evidence-free theories that the government caused a 7.8 magnitude quake with a device known as HARP. HARP, or High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, is an ionospheric research program funded by the U.S. military, government, and University of Alaska that is often subject to conspiracy theories. The program is dedicated to analyzing the ionosphere for technological advancements by using a high-frequency transmitter. Conspiracy theorists have often claimed HARP causes earthquakes or triggers other natural disasters, although these claims are unfounded. But that hasn't stopped people from claiming the project is behind the earthquake that has taken the lives of at least 5,000 people. One Twitter user claimed a strike of lightning before the earthquake always happens in HARP operations, saying the earthquake looks like a punitive operation by NATO or the U.S.
I love how they just say, but that it's unfounded. Who in the hell said that?
Some scientist somewhere.
They're like, they say this and they're saying it because of that reason, but that's unfounded.
The
Right.
earthquake.
Do people understand how much energy is being released during an earthquake? Seriously, people do not comprehend the terawatts of energy, the terajoules of energy being released during an earthquake. So there's more than one report out there that of earthquake lightning.
Yeah, and this one it
Mhm.
says the lightning may be part of a phenomenon known as earthquake lights, something that occurs before a volcanic eruption, earthquake, or tectonic stress. It's unclear in the video if earthquake lights or physical disruptions to the power grid. Another Twitter user said there's no such thing as coincidence and used Turkey's recent blocking of NATO's expansion as the motive behind the earthquake. Experts and officials have disputed conspiracy theories related to HARP over the years, saying there is no possibility the high-frequency device could cause an earthquake. and I'll let you guys decide for yourself because that's the U.S. government that's funding that. So, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
I know
it's
there's
George
like
Bush's fault.
tectonic lights here in Texas. We had the Marfa lights, where people actually go and they call them ghost lights and all this, but they're saying those are from tectonic pressure that causes like these lightning balls.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Yeah, and you know, and swamp gas and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, come on. And that's the thing; it happens on a regularity, so it's probably
because
not.
what they're doing with HARP isn't really well understood because they're, again, it's a case of humans fucking with forces they shouldn't be fucking with. I mean, they use HARP to bend the ionosphere outwards, you know, thinning the protective shell, you know, that, you know, saves us from cosmic radiation and shit like that. So what is that actually doing to this, you know, this biological spaceship we live on, right? We don't know, and they don't fucking know. They're just screwing around because, well, it's a U.S. government, and they can.
Yeah.
Oh, you give them a spoon, they'll turn it into a weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of the stuff that Tesla did, you know, I think right now we should all be running on free electricity. But, you know,
I've heard that before. I've heard that before, but that doesn't make sense to me because the power it takes to light up a light bulb would kill you. So how can that just be flowing in the air like it's no big deal?
Let's see.
Now, I seen an interview with Elon Musk, and he says all it would take would be a piece of land the size of New Hampshire full of solar panels, and you could supply all of the United States with the free power from that one solar power farm. I mean, the size of New Hampshire, granted, it's, you know, probably
Tesla was
a few
talking
thousand
about
square miles, but I mean, you could probably power the whole Earth with something like that.
Yeah, you could.
There's huge amounts of fucking desert. Like, why don't you have this huge solar farm in the fucking Sahara Desert that could power, you know?
Because you can go smaller than that. Because what Tesla was talking about was 0 point energy.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about tapping into basically its fifth dimensional energy. And once you've done that, you can make it scalable so that every vehicle, every home, every aircraft, every ship, every truck, every train has a 0 point energy device on it. So there's no need for an electrical grid. There's no need for petroleum energy. Energy is literally free.
How would you light up a light bulb with that process?
I'm not Tesla. I couldn't explain
without it killing you.
I'm not Tesla. I couldn't explain it to you. I can explain to you what he was trying to do. I couldn't explain how he did it.
Well, Edison was the one who said it was going to kill you.
Well, Edison stole everything he knew from Tesla.
Right. And he actually killed elephants with electricity to say this is what's going to happen. And but the thing is
but wasn't it Edison who was trying to bring it to the normal person, to the everyday folk? I don't think Tesla was trying to do this for the people. He was doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
Tesla wasn't no saint either.
Well, Tesla just wanted to invent it. And when J.P. Morgan asked him, well, how are you going to put a meter on it to get people to pay for it? And Tesla said, you can't. And Morgan said, I'm no longer interested in funding this project.
And then that's when they went off saying it was going to kill everybody. That is it. And the thing, another thing,
I don't think that's guesswork though. Again, the amount of power that it takes to light up a light bulb will kill you. So how can that energy be just flowing around free and thinking it's going to power up your house and your computers and everything without it hurting you? Electricity is very hard to predict.
Yeah, but his theory, and like I said, I don't know a lot, is it's all around us all the time anyways.
Not the amount of energy that can light up a light bulb, it would kill you.
Well, have you seen people light up a light bulb with like a potato?
Yeah, but you can light up LEDs, like small lights with it for sure.
Right. Well, you'd have to,
But the light bulbs in your house? No way. Your potato cannot light that up.
No,
Yeah.
it'd be fine.
Not to that intensity.
Lots of
Yeah,
lots of
not,
potatoes.
No, maybe 2 potatoes. Okay, you got a good point there.
Just
The
just
type
stick
of
the potato
energy
in the
we're
microwave.
talking about is think about it at an atomic level. You're thinking about the electrons.
I
that
know.
are orbiting.
The thing is, I
nucleus
bought
of an
into the
atom,
whole. I bought into
right?
it a long time ago, and it's like it convinced me then. But then I started thinking about it, and it's like it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
I think I
So
want it to be true. I want to be on Tesla's side.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. It's crazy math. But it's basically you're taking the energy of the electron that's running around the nucleus of the atom, and you're tapping that without actually exploding it.
Yeah, we're just
So it's
basically-
almost like every individual atom is being turned into a generator. Don't ask me how it's done. It's quantum magic, but that's what they've theorized.
But
at the
that's
same
what
time,
they thought.
too much free energy produces too free of a society, too many free thinkers.
See,
Free
that's what
thinkers
I
are
don't
hard to
believe.
control.
I don't believe that. I think that's cheap. I think that's too easy of an excuse because
What, that free thinkers are hard to control?
that people don't want free electricity because it's going to create a lot of free thinkers.
Not everybody, a very small cadre of disgusting human beings. And you know what we're talking about, all the power, the powers that be, behind the power behind the telepower.
I don't believe in the
Teleprompter.
powers to be. I don't believe that's the difference here. I don't believe in
Taylor
the powers to
Swift.
be.
Taylor Swift.
That's the
Boy.
only exception I got.
Yep.
There you go.
Aside from Taylor Swift.
She is the leader of the Illuminati. It's been proven.
Yeah. I believe in the Illuminati.
So
If Taylor Swift is
Question.
behind it.
did Taylor Swift start the fire at the Ant Hotel?
Interesting question.
Which fire?
The
I
Rich
did.
Ryan
I did
Hotel
see. I
burnt
did
down.
see some like skinny blonde chick running around over there by the fireworks. Might have to have that looked into. I thought it was Vava Voom's girlfriend because she was like really skinny and stuff. And you know, Vava Voom may or may not partake of illicit drugs that would make you skinny. I'm gonna have to look into that.
What can you tell us about this, by the way?
Well, like I said, I've been in deep talks with the guys up at corporate about it, and you know, and I'm still waiting on an answer back from them. When I mean, if you want to see Annapalooza, we're going to have to get these guys to agree.
Mm.
And I've been in talks with them, and you know, they're also trying to get me to get other bands to come in. And like I told them, like, you know, I can do some Beatle cover tunes and stuff, and they were like, you know, So, you know, they're a rough crowd, these ants. It's
Are they fans of Alien Ant Form?
yeah, but they really don't like the dude's haircut that much.
That's right, Mr. Smith. Free electricity doesn't exist because the oil barons won't give up their wealth. That
What-
is 100% correct.
What about this one, Povo? What can you tell me about
Yep.
this?
Yeah, looks
I
like
think they need a bigger cup.
Yeah, no, I think they need 2 straws.
Damn, the swirly ones, right?
Yeah,
The ones that don't get clogged.
no. I like the little bendy straws, man. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the little circly straws. I do.
The
like
ones that let corn pass through. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Who's drinking
Oh,
What
not the.
are you
Oh, never
talking
mind.
about?
No.
You're talking about. What are you talking about? Those boba straws?
I was thinking about. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
No, I'm talking about, you know, the little curly.
I was thinking about
straws.
Carl.
No, I was going to say we have to thank the genius that came up with that concept of that particular meme, the Disney poster for you know, like what we were just looking at. I've been seeing those hot and heavy viral for like the last week or so. Some of the ones I've seen are gut busting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really ran away with the Disney poster.
Oh, that's not a real movie.
Disney does to itself.
It's
I thought
based
that
on a
was
true
coming
story,
to-
Chad.
That's not coming to Disney Plus.
Chat.
I was gonna subscribe.
No wonder subscriptions have gone down.
That's
What?
the reason.
They'd go up.
Those subscriptions probably went down when they found out that wasn't really on the channel.
Right?
Yeah, Shelly was saying that the ants do want a casino. We're checking with licensing on that right now.
All the legal stuff.
Yeah, we are in Texas. The thing is what
Zoning
we're going to have to
laws
do
and
is
stuff.
pay off in tickets. And, you know, little tickets come out, and you get paid in tickets, and then you go up and
Oh
you
yeah.
You
exchange it
purchase the
for.
prize, then you turn around and you sell the prize back to the establishment for cash. Yeah, they did that on Young Sheldon.
Yeah, it'll be fine. See, it's going to be fine.
It'll work out. It always works out.
Yeah. But you know, I am like into the ant dollar. It's kind of like crypto, but not as good.
Because crypto, that's what Carl uses, right?
No,
he
Carl
uses cryptic.
Cryptozoology.
He uses nothing. He's a bum, is what he is.
He uses thievery.
Yeah.
He uses your crypto.
Why, Chad? Why you always got to bring up Carl? Look, we're done with Carl. Done with Carl.
Carl just wants to take his boots off.
Oh God.
I don't think he
Yeah.
had boots.
Not before he met Povalt.
Yeah. Well,
Boots there.
with the theme of the show, it only hurts when I laugh.
Professor's lucky he didn't end up putting those feet up his ass.
I know. The professor has some balls.
Yeah.
And like
Where's Povalt? Where is Povalt? That's what I want to know. He said
I-
he was getting him from behind. I don't even.
Povalt
He's
was
taking the
sneaking
photo.
up from behind.
No, Juan's taking the
Oh,
photo.
Juan took the photo. That's right.
And this was the point where I told Professor to run again. And you know, I mean, you know, we got our shots in. It was time to. The thing is I think the professor just wanted to do a total beat down on Carl. And once, you know, I thought we had the upper hand and Carl had learned his lesson. I'm like, okay. Like, he's going into like this survival mode shit, Carl. And he goes just ape shit and starts beating the hell out of the professor. I'm like, run. Yeah. And like I said,
he didn't run.
and you know what? No, and Juan would not help us at all, dude. A matter of fact, I think I seen Juan.
You think he was scared?
No, he was.
Oh, he was
laughing.
enjoying it.
What the?
Maybe Juan and Carl are friends.
You know,
Oh, maybe there's a conspiracy there.
well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Maybe it was a setup the whole time. Maybe Carl knew because he's friends with Juan.
Maybe he's been stealing the snacks and actually giving them to Juan.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna start locking up my snacks when we go on the tour bus on Fridays. Maybe I'll just eat before I get there, but it's such a long show, you know. And every now and then I like to give, like, I share my snacks sometimes. Every now and then I'll give Pookie some snacks, and you know, and Camellia, and even, you know, some laced ones to Chris while he's driving.
Seriously, but yeah, for one granule of sugar is a C note. What is a little droplet of royal jelly gonna be?
Damn.
Like a bottle of like
I mean-
18-year-old scotch.
You got to figure the payout, though. I mean, it's sugar.
You know, and I even, if the truth be known, I even watered down that drop. Just like, boom, done. But yeah, the
There we go. That one always hits the spot.
and I told you they kicked me. They've already banned me from the gymnasium or the fitness club. And the thing is that they were like in there and they were like, dude, you're using the equipment wrong.
Well, you're not supposed to be smoking on the ellipticus.
Right.
No. The thing is when they told me I was using the equipment wrong, Clay, I was like, look, it is butt day.
What is
And they
that?
were like, dude, you're out of here. That is it. You know, they thought I was just trying to step over stuff, but then they found out that was wrong.
Pookie's wondering if there's going to be live
What
entertainment
the
at the
fuck
casino
is
bars.
wrong with you?
Hey, you gotta to look like this. You gotta work at it, man. Damn man.
Careful. But they all, maybe the ants are in cahoots with Carl. They are of the
After
same
all.
side of the street, if you know what I mean.
Well. There's something about that, I've got some new high investor ants. I don't like to say this around the ant headquarters, but I may be moving in a new colony.
Oh. Hostile takeover.
And I mean, this is on the serious because I don't think that I got the queen when I brought them to where they're at now. So I may have to get another colony and bring it in. And that doesn't look good for the colony that is already there. But the cool thing is if I bring in fire ants take over the other ants and they don't really kill them. They just come in and take them over and stuff.
Chris Lane wants to know if he still gets to play the Ant Hotel, or did you screw that up for him?
No. Me and Chris Lane have been in negotiations. Just like I was talking to Valerie Bott earlier today. Valerie wanted to know what the ants paid, and I told her they pay in ant dollars, and she said that was better than what she was getting now. So just as long as Chris knows coming into the situation, it's really hard to exchange ant dollars on the open market. It's not that they're worthless. It's just so hard to keep up with them. You gotta get a little billfold and stuff and squish it in there. I think once we get the ATMs in, the currency rate will go up. I think avoids going back to the Ant Hotel now. Bitcoin, no, ants don't do Bitcoin. I mean, that Bitcoin is like really expensive, man.
Looks like it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If you're into a good time, Chris, and from what I read on the bathroom walls, you are, Annapalooza would be the place to be. There he's back.
You all heard that urban legend that somewhere out there in a garbage dump, there's a hard drive that's got like 70 million worth of Bitcoin on it, right?
Yeah, and they've actually tore up that dump looking for it. They've had people go in and spend like $1 million looking through the dump. God, that's so harsh, man. Dude, when I think about it, I had a chance to buy Bitcoin when it was nothing. Yeah, well.
All right, back on the topic here for a minute. I thought this was interesting. Search for intelligent aliens explore new radio frequency realms. The European Low Frequency Array of radio telescopes is performing breakthrough listens, first ever search at megahertz radio frequencies. God, I fucking did horrible at trying to read that. A new European search for extraterrestrial radio signals at low, uncharted frequencies is underway, having already listened to over 1.6 million star systems. SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, has traditionally focused on radio frequencies higher than 1 gigahertz, such as the hydrogen line frequency at 1.42 gigahertz. SETI astronomers tend to shy away from lower frequencies because Earth's atmosphere renders observation noisy. However, Europe's low-frequency array, or LOFAR for short, is specifically designed to conduct radio astronomy at these very frequencies. LOFAR is an array of radio antennas that span hundreds of kilometers across Europe, centered in the Netherlands, but with additional stations in France, Germany, Ireland, Latvia, Poland, Sweden, and the United Kingdom. The stations incorporate two types of antenna: low-band antennas that operate between 10 and 90 megahertz, and high-band antennas that listen to the universe between 100 and 250 megahertz. In conjunction with the Breakthrough Listen SETI project, the LOFAR stations in Ireland and Sweden have been used in conjunction with one another in the first part of Breakthrough Listen's first ever low-frequency search. This search used a high-band antenna to listen for radio signals at frequencies of between 110 and 190 megahertz. Primarily, the search is looking for leakage from high-power transmitters such as planetary radar or communications with spacecraft. The search encompasses 1,631,198 target star systems identified by NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS, and the European Space Agency's Gaia astrometric probe. By using multiple sites in Ireland and Sweden, astronomers were able to negate the effects of radio frequency interference and quickly rule out any false positives. For example, if an anonymous signal were only spotted by one station and not the other, it would be local interference. Only a signal coming from space could be detected by all of the stations. No narrowband radio signals with the distinctive frequency drift caused by the orbital motion of the exoplanet hosting a transmitter beaming out signals with the power of at least tens of millions of watts were detected. However, the low-frequency search is only just beginning. The improvements is coming in coming years will increase its sensitivity. LOFAR is soon to undergo a staged series of upgrades across all stations in the array across Europe, which will allow an even broader SETI at ranges of 15 to 240 megahertz. Among these undergrads will be two new LOFAR stations in Bulgaria and Italy. Computing software and artificial intelligence algorithms will also speed up the analysis of the results, and I'm sure AI will be used as well. We have billions of star systems to explore, and we'll be relying on some of the machinery learning techniques to sift through the immense volume of data, said Johnson. That in itself is interesting and would be fairly ironic if humankind discovered alien life by using artificial intelligence. The first result from the LOFAR SETI search was published on October 4th. In the Astronomical Journal.
I always thought it'd be really scary if we got, communications from alien life and like we picked up their stations and stuff, and it came in and all their music was Nickelback.
I'm going to say, you know what? We probably already been receiving stuff and they ain't telling us.
Right. And if we can hear them, they've heard us a long time ago. Because we've been sending waves out into space ever since, the first radio transmissions.
Yep.
So.
And Nickelback has several platinum records as well as a couple of Grammys. So.
I listen. I don't even. I kind of like Nickelback. I just had to.
I was going to say, you know what? They've got some good cuts. They ain't perfect, but no band is.
No.
I do not understand why that band gets so much hate.
I don't. Hey, we should have a show on that.
Wait.
There you go.
The guy that before the show started that was bad mouthing Britney is talking good about Nickelback.
No, I didn't say. Look, I'm saying Nickelback. Oh, don't get me started. Nickelback is actually playing their music, Chad. So
I'm not a Nickelback fan.
So that was the last article I had. So we can go anywhere from here. We can either.
Oh, what was that stupid movie? Sometime this century, people were being matched up by their frequencies. Anybody recall that one? Anybody got a Google
Was it
machine?
called Frequencies?
Yeah,
There is
people.
a movie
The
called
society was
Frequencies.
based on being matched up by your frequencies. So you had the story of the kid who fell in love with a woman whose frequency was way better than his. So there was no chance for them to ever become in love or become together or whatever the hell it was. I know I'm totally mauling the synopsis, but whatever.
well, I already know my frequency is hertz all over.
Yeah, no shit.
That's just from doing laps around the sun.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Dude, you were a roadie. Give yourself a break. It's like being in the fucking military.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it for the sun.
Not certainly for the moon, which is just a reflection of the sun. So everything's 180 degrees out. Anyway.
Oh wow, I saw some crazy stuff today. I almost said shit, but it was I just ran across. I don't know if it's new or old, but it said like one of the astronauts that went to the moon broke down crying, saying the moon is not what we think it is. I didn't. I should have watched the video, but I was looking at frequencies and stuff.
Okay, so you're just giving us the clickbait.
Well,
not
here's a video
we've
all seen. We've all seen the press conference they were getting right after they got out of quarantine, right? So you got the three guys that are sitting there that just went to the moon, humans' first trip to the moon. They're sitting there giving this press conference. Do they look like they went to the fucking moon? And the looks on their face, their body language, that is screaming something else entirely.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the moon is not actually made out of cheese?
Well, they're saying it's hollow, Chad.
It's artificial
they're definitely
structure.
saying that it's hollow. Everybody's
I know
saying
it's a spaceship. Yeah, I mean it's a spaceship.
An artificial structure put here to breed us, the ultimate biological weapon the universe has ever known.
It's the Death Star.
It's a spaceship that manufactures cheese, right?
Yeah, green cheese.
Green cheese.
Not that regular old Earth blue cheese.
Sharp,
It's actual moon green
cheddar
cheese.
cheese.
Oh, I like sharp cheddar. I had some the other day. Had provolone and roast beef today. It was you know what's crazy? This is a conspiracy here. I can't find corned beef anymore.
Oh, it goes because it comes from like.
I went to delis. They're like, oh, we don't have. I went to freaking delis that specialize in meats, and they're like, oh, we don't have any anymore. We don't carry that.
That's because the processing plant for the company that produces the vast majority of it in the United States, well, they had a fire accident.
Yeah, there's been a lot of those lately, hasn't there?
Yeah. So many food production facilities catching fire. It's such a mystery.
And the part is Povol is playing a concert at every one of those.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, let me throw this out there. The movie was loosely based in reality because each one of us has a frequency that we vibe to. I mean, we're told all our lives, we march to the beat of a different drummer, right? That's literally us because each one of us has a different frequency. So finding the person that, that's going to be your sunshine, right? Pole vault,
right?
That you vibe with, that you can stand to be around each other for long term, and not murder each other.
Who told you that?
Well, where is Sunshine today?
She's she's on here, but to tell you the truth, she's on call, even though she's at home. She's on like emergency call where she might have to dart out at any minute.
there's always that part of the
Because I
job.
almost got her to come on until that call came in. So,
Oh,
Oh,
joy.
she's in the chat laughing. I see.
yeah.
I just wanted to let everybody know that this is the last show of November. And I got to tell you, there is a lot of stuff coming in December. 5 weeks in December. So we have 5 Friday night shows. We also have 5 Sunday shows as well. Chad has
I am taking
his,
1 week.
all
week-
his.
one Saturday off.
Is that the Saturday of the double feature?
Well, no, well, 2, because December 9th and originally was going to be Philip Still, and then he had to postpone that, so I'm just going to take that Saturday off.
But let's see here. Friday, I'll give you guys some links here for what's happening next week. Friday's Bandcamp Friday, so if you guys make sure you bring your Bandcamp links, any of the artists. So
And we all want to go to Bandcamp on Friday and purchase that charity album, which features Pole Vault and Jade Star and many, many, many fantastic artists.
yeah, we'll make sure we bring that up on Friday too, and we'll try and push that. So that's Friday, Bandcamp Friday. Saturday, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm definitely.
Oh,
looking
it's going to
forward
be
to
so
this one.
good. So good. New original from Valerie Bont, collaboration, Lady Campion and Laurie's Mishmash. David Rosen covering a Britney song. Robbie Stingle is working on one now. Son of Snake has done one. It's going to be great. So good.
I'm waiting on that Valerie knife dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm looking forward to
There's
that.
definitely
as
a
well.
knife dance. So, yeah. Gonna be some fun.
And then next Sunday, this is one that I'm unfamiliar with. So I'll definitely be looking at some stuff this week about Black Eyed Children. So I'd never heard of this legend before.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, it's definitely got
that's a
some
good one.
stuff. Yeah, and I do believe they're after Pole Vault too.
The thing with them, Chad, is all you got to do is tell them no.
Right.
Unlike you.
But just so you guys know, them are links. That's just stuff that's happening next week. Just to let you guys know, Chad has a holiday show coming up on the 16th. He
Yes.
has a year in. Yeah, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so December 16th, anybody that has original holiday songs or you doing a traditional holiday song, any type of holiday song, it could be Christmas, it could be New Year's, it could be, whatever. Definitely contact me, and that's going to be just a fun show to get in the spirit, December 16th.
I've been kind of working on one. What do you think of this? Krampus is coming for Chad.
I like it. It sounds good.
And then on the December 23rd, Chad has a year in review show.
Yeah, so that one I'm just gonna basically it's gonna be like a best of kind of thing. I'm gonna play clips of people that have been on the show on live, performing, maybe segments from talks, and then also like some of the highlights as far as like premieres and things like that as well. So it's gonna be me basically kind of looking back at everything that's taking place on the show.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. And then our Friday shows, of course, Bandcamp Friday on the 1st, karaoke on the 8th, regular show, Conspiracy and Ham on the 15th. Our block party is going to be on the 22nd, so it's going to be the last block party of the year. So hopefully it's going to be a banger of a block party. I'm going to try and invite some of the big guns in for the last block party of the year. And then our double feature on the 29th and 30th. So what me and Chad did is we set up 2 live streams, and there's 6 hours each. One goes from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern to 2 a.m. Eastern, and then we have another one that goes from 2 a.m. Eastern to 8 a.m. Eastern. So we are going to go for a solid 12 hours. We're going to go 6 hours on the first stream, pop right over to the second stream, and go for another full 6 hours. So that's going to be our double feature on the 29th and 30th.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah, we're going to be like in our 10th hour, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Although, you never know.
You're going to be
I've
like
done-
one of those
I've done
kids that
some
play
long-
Nintendo for 24 hours. Y'all are just going to fall out, and we're going to be like, is he sleeping?
I've done some pretty long streams before, and I'm a gamer.
Set
so
up as
I've
many guests as you can.
I've gamed more than 24 hours in one sitting before, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then December's Rockin' Rabbit Holes, of course, next week we got Black Eyed Children's. December 10th, we got the Soundtrack of Fire. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yes. Yep. Me and Pova are going to do a challenge, right? Right, Pova?
Yeah, sure. No, Chad. No.
You know what?
Yeah.
Axe has done the one chip challenge. Him and Nacho have. I think he said it's up on their channel, so I'm going to dig around looking at that. I'm going to see if he might want to come and do a challenge or something. But the
I know
professor's going to do it for sure.
Yeah, the professor's going to do the one chip challenge.
I purchased some. I've got them on the way, so I'm going to be showing them off, and I'll try one of them.
Ooh, shit.
Try them all.
Okay.
That'll be December 10th, so that'll be a lot of fun. December 17th, the Mandela Effect. And yes, Christmas Eve, we're going to be celebrating right here, Christmas Eve Krampus. We're also going to be celebrating Pole Vault's birthday that night. So.
Yes, Pole Vault's birthday.
So it's going to be Christmas Eve, Krampus birthday bash on Christmas Eve. So if you guys are done wrapping the kids' presents, shove them into bed and come and hang out with us. Or hang out with us while you're wrapping presents, even better.
And hopefully Krampus or Santa will show up. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then, of course, December 31st, New Year's Eve, we're going to be right here in the Rockin' Rabbit Holes. At least me and Chad are. I don't know what you guys are going to do.
Yep.
Of course, you're all welcome to join us. We're going to be celebrating New Year's Eve right here. Just hanging out, and we don't even have a topic for that day. We're just going to celebrate the year, New Year's Eve, and hang out with friends and party. So.
Yeah, just see where that goes, and people can come up or whatever.
I might want to put a breathalyzer on my computer.
And just so you guys know, I'll be working on the January calendar this week. So already in January for Rockin' Rabbit Holes, we're going to be doing Rage Against or Embrace the Machine, a show about AI. So that's going to be January 7th. We're going to have the round table on the 14th, so we'll be able to talk about the year coming up and maybe some of the stuff that people may have coming in the next year of 2024. Also,
I'll definitely be sharing like all my theme shows that I'm planning. So hopefully some other people will come on board and talk about what all they have planned for the year too. But we'll see.
And then January 21st, Peanut Butter Palooza. We're going to be right here rocking for Peanut Butter Palooza.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get
Butter.
Pfizer to come on for that one.
So that's January 21st. And, of course, January 24th is National Peanut Butter Day. And then January 28th, we're going to be talking about the day the music died, which happens to be the actual date. Was it February 3rd?
Yeah.
Was it February 3rd? Is that when the accident happened?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about the day the music died, and about there's some conspiracies behind that as well. So that's just some stuff. Oh, also in January, I don't have these shows I'll be setting up here in the near future, but we have the Indie on the Go, the 12 premieres on the 12th. We just had another person sign up, so we only have 5 spots left for the 12 on the 12th. So I'm definitely looking for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's January 12th, of course.
Yeah.
12 premieres on the 12th. It's going to be field trip day, so make sure you guys have all your lunches packed and your permission slips signed.
Yeah, and I'm doing a
Keep an eye on
show.
your snacks.
I'm doing it. Speaking of snacks, I'm doing a show, Musical Munchies, in January on the Ham Show. It's going to be all songs related to food, about food, are about flavors and drinking. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool.
So there's a few things coming up in the future for us for sure. So we're definitely hitting 2024. We're going to start putting shows together for February for the Rock and Rabbit Holes and some of the other stuff. So if you guys have ideas, make sure you let me and Chad know so we can implement them ideas into what we're doing. So
Someone gave us some good ideas last night. We were talking
Bandit.
about Siren Head and what was the other one, Chad?
The back
Oh, the
rooms.
back rooms.
Ooh, liminal spaces. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, there was one we're going to do in February for sure, frogging.
Yeah. Frogging.
Yeah. I gotta make sure I write
Also
that
in
down.
February, St. Valentine's Day's Massacre.
Is that where about like melted chocolate or something?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wanted frogging didn't make it on the January calendar, but
Yeah,
What is frogging?
frogging will be-
and there's frogging.
Fro-
You don't know what frogging is? It's PHROGGING. It's when somebody moves into your attic without you knowing
Oh, dude,
And
that
they
yeah,
is
live
your
there.
attic or your crawl space. Yeah.
it, and they live there.
Yeah, I got one of those now. It's called Squirrel.
Yeah, yeah. So frogging. Yeah, so that one will be coming up.
Don't
the
you have a
squirrel is
pack of
frogging me.
kitties?
Huh?
Stick the kitties on the squirrels.
Oh no, y'all seen what I'm doing, man. The I got a kitten that's running my life, man. And for some reason, the way I am, you can see I'm around Chad all the time. Things that aggravate me draw me in like a moth to a flame. So the fact that this, I mean, I showed it on the channel the other day. This is the toggle switch off of a Gibson Les Paul that kitten brought slamming to the ground.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Hey, JDO, good to see you.
I didn't get the joke about 2007. Was that when Nickelback?
Because you're
released
2000
their
and
first-
late.
I could be like-
Let's see, Nickelback's first album. When did that come out?
Well, our discussion about frequencies is over. So if anybody wants to come up, it's pretty much an open panel now. So.
Well, actually, I wanted to ask Void if at any point during a studio session or a live session on stage session that while you're playing, you find yourself detached from yourself. You're almost like astral projecting away from your body. And we can't hear you, bro.
You're muted, bro.
Nope. Technical issues.
Well, I can
Yeah,
answer
good
you,
dog.
DJ Blue. I will
First
answer
word. First word.
you. Blow.
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, no, but I do that all the time.
So
I
that's
do
part
that
of the
all-
music. That's the frequencies.
I
That's
do
the
that
magic.
with nearly every song that you've ever heard me play. Every song that is on my channel, well, most of, I would say the songs of the last year,
Mm-hmm.
I'm that way with nearly every song. Matter of fact, a gentleman named Folk and Blueser told me that he was listening to one of my songs and had that same experience, that it was he had a physical and all the senses. And I believe it's because of the frequencies that I'm playing. And that's what I do is I sit down with like a guitar and I play up and down until I find that tone that like gives me that feeling in my head, like astro projecting. And then I play the song around that tone, going up and down to that tone.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish I could play, man. I look to be able to tap that. I can only tap that when I'm outside and I'm grounded.
right. Well, I mean,
So being able to tap that on demand is just that's amazing magic.
let's see. Something about in that range. You can tell when it's not right there, but to me, like that is in that range. And so you'll notice a bunch of my songs, and it's because it makes me feel relaxed and calm, and then you can
you
bring
hear
the
me now?
guitar in with
Yep.
yeah. You
Okay.
bring the guitar in with that same tone and build around it.
That's cool. That's so cool.
And I may or may not have a buzz at the time that's going on. May or
I must have been muted for like 30 minutes.
So what'd you say, Boyd?
Can you repeat the question? You asked me if I was on stage.
Yeah. So have you ever found yourself basically projecting, astral projecting from the music?
Oh,
So you're detached from yourself.
I had like the first times I would go on stage, I would be so nervous. Like my whole day, I would have an outer body experience. You know, I was like too nervous. And then when I got to the stage, yeah, like I felt like I was playing everything right, but it wasn't me kind of thing. Like it was something else. I know it sounds stupid, like cheesy, like something possessed me, but that's exactly how it felt.
No,
because I was so
that's not
nervous.
cheesy at all.
And it just happened. But yeah, nowadays, now that I'm so, I don't want to say in control, but I feel pretty much in control of my instrument, I do project that astral thing you're talking about, but intentionally. Like I'll make the face on purpose, and then it gives me like this loop back. Like I
Right.
might not feel like playing guitar, but as soon as I get into it, now I feel like playing guitar, if that makes any sense.
You're building an energy loop there between you and the guitar.
What I'm doing is I'm not relying on motivation. Like I'm immediately immersed. Like I'm faking it till I make it for like the first 5 minutes, and then now I'm like, now it's normal. Now I want to play guitar all day, kind of thing.
I have to like for me I get this like emotional trigger off of some of these backing tracks and tracks that I play with.
Yeah.
And it's just like some of these tracks I can play and it's just like, you know, blah blah blah, basic E minor shit. But there's some of these tracks that just gives me a feeling, and everything around me disappears, and it's just me and my guitar and the music going into my ears, and everything else is just kind of gone. For
And
that,
you sound
you know,
different
4
when you're
minutes.
there. You can tell when you drop into that mode.
Yeah.
You're I guess the word I'm looking for is laid back. So
Oh,
you're playing
yes.
you're playing set straight up and down. You sort of just relax and you lay back into it,
Yeah.
and the music just flows just so much easier than just the intentional playing. Just
Yeah.
oh man, I wish I could fucking do that.
I call that, to me, that's like completely being warmed up. Because there are moments that you'll get there, like I'll get there like after 2 or 3 hours of playing. Like I'm so relaxed and so calm. I'm using the least amount of energy required to do everything I want to do. And that helps me play really fast and make the least amount of mistakes as possible.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
I
getting in that
really
zone
do it
thing.
outside.
Unlike me just pulling a backing track up, be like, oh hey, I've never heard this before and I haven't played guitar in 2 days, but let's do it.
That's a skill in and of itself. Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
Well, I've noticed. Are y'all are probably familiar with Tony Howie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, and I'm a big guitar nerd, so I'm always Googling eyeing everybody's guitar. But I noticed that different guitarists have their favorite spots on guitars.
Yeah.
If you look at Tony Howie's guitar, you can, especially the Telecaster, you can see where he likes to play because he's played it so much, it's rubbed
Yeah.
into the fretboard, which is that means that's a sweet ass guitar, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can trust
But-
that one.
and Tony Howie likes, the bottom, because I don't think in notes because I don't know any, but he likes the lower bottom strings as where like I like right in the middle of the middle strings, in the middle of the neck. So do you have any places on the guitar that you're sweet to avoid, like, or in conspiracy? Like, I know you play metal,
yeah.
so it might be up high on the upper strings.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Well,
I'm
for
pretty
me,
comfortable here where I'm at here.
right.
I don't know if you guys wait.
That looks like about the B or E there.
So that would be almost the middle and the middle string.
That right there to me is the most comfortable. This little area.
Okay. But you're down on them lower strings a lot.
Yeah. Over here, yeah, anything. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah,
comfortable there too.
Yeah.
The power chords and stuff.
Yeah.
For me, usually it's the B minor, the E minor, or the A minor. Them are the three keys that I just particularly love. So they're all over. One's at the bottom of the A minor is more at the bottom, the B minor is in the middle, and the E is more up towards the top. So I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
And especially in the newer backing tracks when I'm not sure which key it is, so I'm playing shit in the key of A when it should be in the key of E. You know, shit like that.
It makes interesting, dynamics there.
But it's not hard to find because I mostly just stick with the minor pentatonics.
Yeah.
With just a little bit of Aeolian scale thrown in there. But for the most part, it's just the basic minor pentatonics that I'm playing.
And you
that's
says
what
that
feels
he
good to
hangs
me.
out around the fifth frets. I mean, you can see it on my guitar.
If you're not playing it by notes, you're playing it by patterns, pole vault?
I don't play it by anything. I don't even know how to explain it, DJ. I don't even know how to explain it. I think
that's
about
the beauty of music right there. You don't have to.
5, 7, 10, around 10 on the third string. What would that be?
That's an E.
Okay, so I'm hanging out around there a lot.
No, that's an F. I'm sorry. You're on F.
That's why I said it
area
was an F.
E, F sharp, F. I love that area.
Yeah.
Especially like with power chords, I love F. F is like my F major is like my thing when it comes to power chords.
Well, I'm extremely dyslexic, extremely. Like you've never seen anyone. I don't know my left. I don't know my left from my right. So if you can imagine trying to play a guitar that way. So I don't know notes or chords or tuning or anything. I just bang on stuff until it makes a noise. And then I work around that noise.
Yeah, you play your guitar like a drummer. You're
Yeah.
finding all the sweet spots or whatever.
Right. It's my brother says I play by ear, but I told him I'd use my hands.
I prefer probably the B minor, which is like right around the 7th fret. I really like the B minor because it's easy to. It's just kind of right in the middle for me.
No.
You can go up or down depending on the backing.
I used to like B minor, but now I'm B old.
But now that's just the music you hear me play leads. That's not my rhythm playing.
Yeah.
Like my rhythm playing is more like this. I'll show you. Here's a little piece of me playing rhythm.
Well, I think that
Anyway.
needs more cowbell.
That's one of the projects I'm
Yeah.
kind of working on.
I almost thought that was
Digging
going to rip into Hair of the Dog,
There it
which
is.
y'all probably don't. A bunch of younger people don't know what that is. That's that. Now you're messing with a son of a bitch. Yeah. Y'all have heard that song, right?
No.
Just a few times.
Okay. Well, that's what that's what I thought that was going to rip into.
Clay, was that an
Had a
original?
bit of a
Yeah.
white zombie
Yeah, it's
vibe.
an
Cool, man.
original.
Yeah. No, I liked
Cool.
it. I like.
That kind of rhythm pattern?
Yeah.
That's badass.
And then I'm also, here's another one I'm working on as well. Calling this one the Surf Cowboy.
Hmm.
Anyway, I don't like to,
Were you going to solo over that?
yeah, I'll do
Oh, yeah.
something over that. I don't
Oh.
know. On that one, I'm just kind of stuck. I don't know what to do with it, so it's been sitting in my folder for like months.
No. Yeah, I have like 100 unresolved songs. It's so annoying.
But I did finally open up Studio One and started working with it, so that's where that first one came from.
Oh,
Starting to actually record some of the music, and I tried to do like some of the acoustical stuff, like I play lead with.
Yeah.
But that it doesn't come out of me for rhythms. Metal comes out of me when I play rhythm, so I don't.
Yeah, that's
I don't
cool.
know.
Having a cool metal backing track is still badass.
Wait, the hell? What? Clay show? What the fuck?
Is that a basketball reference?
See if I can. Let's see if I can hit a riff for Chris there real quick. I think. Let's see. There
we
you
go.
go. The little Hair of
There
the
you go.
Dog riff.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
that was one of those you could play at a party back in the like 80s and like get lucky with the ladies. Maybe not really, but I thought you could.
Nah.
Have a good night, Mr. Smith.
Night, Mr. Smith.
Night, Mr. Smith. And we're about to close down anyway. We'll give about 10 more minutes, and we're gonna shut this down.
Hey, I know that Mr. Smith guy. He said I could say that. So yeah.
Yeah, well, he loves you. You know that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see,
Deal with
what
You
it
do, DDA.
is he loves me different. He loves Chad, though. That's the deal.
Does he?
Yes, Chad.
He told me he loves me long time though.
No.
Yeah.
Well, time is
Yeah,
relative.
he loves you long time. He loves me short time because I'm hot like that.
Oh. Oh,
Take
he
that.
wrote it in chat. He wrote it in chat.
There
Oh,
you go.
oh.
So it's on the internet now, Chad.
Now you got to deal with it.
hmm
Yeah, you better deal with that.
I used to say the same thing, but it wasn't a nice thing. I was like, I love you. You deal with it. And they were like, no, get away from me.
I will be.
Walking up to strangers on the street and saying that to them.
Yeah. They started trying to give me money.
a few strange reactions.
They were like, here, just take $5 and go away, dude. I'm like, why are you giving me money?
Give me more if you're going to give me money.
Yeah, no. It wasn't about the money, man. I loved them.
It's about the respect.
Yeah. No, it's about amor. Amore.
Amore.
And so what if it was my friend's mom?
Oh, so right. So we've all decided that yes, you can get high on music.
Yeah.
Friend's mom,
Oh, yeah, for
is
sure.
she like 80?
It doesn't matter, Chad. She's hot. What are you, an ageist?
No, just asking.
Okay.
You guys are working towards a Rockin' Rabbit Holes After Dark show. That's the path you want to walk.
We will be dropping the link. We're going to be shutting down the stream here, but we will be dropping the link again in chat. So if anybody wants to hang out backstage with us, you are more than welcome to. But we did spend 2 hours diving into frequencies, different kinds of frequencies, and that was really just the start of a rabbit hole. I mean, that's a pretty deep rabbit hole because frequencies really splits into different categories. I mean, how it affects a human, how it can, in good and bad ways. So
yeah, seriously, it's weird. I actually learn things on rabbit hole sometimes.
And I've been having a hard time sleeping with the TV on, so I'm actually going to try one of them stupid rain things tonight and just see if
I'm telling you, put on Ghost Hunters.
I could just stand next to you and go.
Against the wall?
Not the pink noise. No, wait, that was the green noise. The pink noise was good, right?
Like I said, it's been Thanksgiving. You might get a little brown noise.
So nasty.
Sounds a little bit different.
No, that's just your stomach rumbling, saying, "Stop feeding me."
I just look. I look over at Al Girl and go, "What?" She's like, "Paul, get out of here!"
Just make sure you wear your hat.
It's
okay to sneak in people's rooms while they're sleeping if you have a hat on.
Well, I tried to tell Jade today that was the first time do you see Jade's thank you video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said that was the first time I'd broken in. The other time was someone that looked like me. Talk like me.
You've got alibis. You got alibis.
I was with this Carl.
Say that.
All right, y'all. If you guys want to come and hang with us backstage, we'll drop the link. Do you guys have
Night,
anything
everybody.
you want to shout out real
Be
quick?
safe out there.
If you want to shout something out, go ahead. You guys.
Happy birthday, Pookie.
Yeah, I'm hoping to finish my album before Bandcamp Friday, and the charity album. The charity album is for a good cause, Teenage Cancer Trust, and Friday. The Friday show, the Friday Bandcamp show, that's when the most money can get to the charity. And I mean, that's what we really want to do.
Yeah, so we're going to definitely push that on Friday. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us for the last 2 hours. It's been an awesome show. We will see you on Friday. We do have one video to take us.
Waving at me, Paul.
We do have one video to take us home with tonight. This one's from our friend Tabitha Rains.
Yes.
And this is Rainbow in the Dark.
When there's lightning, you know it always brings me down. 'Cause it's free and I see that it's me who's lost and never found. I cry out for magic, I feel it dancing in the light. It was cold, lost my hold to the shadows of the night. No sign of the morning coming. You've been left on your own, like a rainbow in the dark. A rainbow in the dark. Do your demons, do they ever let you go? When you've tried, do they hide deep inside? Is it someone that you know? You're just a picture, you're an image caught in time.